Okay, so I was not muted. I'd like to point out I did everything on my end correctly. OBS just randomly reset its sound settings because it just does that. I can't even explain to you why. It's just like every few months, it'll just randomly be like, nope, we're not using your microphone anymore. And then you just have to go in there and turn it, just tell it to use the microphone again. It's so stupid, but yeah. Anyway, I was typical intros, you know, we're gonna buff stack the Rider Kentucky and see if he can do the 5 million damage before you either die to the dots or the time is up. I don't actually know how many turns you have before the stage ends, but whenever it is, we try to do 5 million damage before that, and let's see if we can get Lost's Scatty here. We might try a few different units to do the 5 million damage. I don't have a lot of Riders or Berserkers though, like they're a single target, so I'm not really... I don't have a whole lot of options for doing this, but we'll try a few things. Yeah, I know it ends when he NPs, but I don't know how many turns that is. So something like this is what I was thinking. There's one, if I have extra turns, I can make this better, because obviously Canis doesn't do anything. I could put in Alexander and have him die, and then start the thing. It's just then you start DPSing later, and it might be too late, and you might have the stage end on you. Well, the problem with using... I've said this before, and this is just the truth. I mean, if you want to do big damage, using someone else's DPS is basically always bad. Because then you're missing out on a meta support every time. If you use your DPS, you can have a meta support and someone a friend's meta support. It's just way better. I guess I'll try it anyway, because Sei is a summer servant, so she gets bonus damage. And that kind of makes up for missing out on a buffer, really. So we might be able to try something with that. And yeah, having burn immune actually is really good here. just trying to think if I want to try to bring in Alexander or not. It's more damage, but you waste time. I'm gonna try it like this, and if it's not enough damage, I might try it with Alex. This should be okay. Alright, let's see what happens here. A art unit would be the best. Hey, Ari. Because they benefit the most from the CE, but pretty minor difference. And Summer Servant should be really good. We could try Canis because she's a Summer Servant and a Rider. We could try Atalante. I don't think there's any world though where Berserker Atalante does better than Kentucky. I don't see how. The only way would be if she was like Grailed and 2K Foed and stuff and he's not. If they're equal, I think he's gonna be better. Okay, so you want to battery with this Scatty first because she's the one with taunt, and so she's gonna die. True, she does have crits, but I don't know if that would be enough. And he has an easier time generating crits over and over again. Now, I actually don't know what I should do with my normal cards, because I need Scatty to die for this setup to work the way that I want it to. Scatty needs to die. So I kind of need her to attack to get burned. But at the same time, you want Kentucky to do some stuff, because it makes him loop easier, do more damage, make stars, that kind of thing. Yeah, you could do something like Steno. I don't have Steno's skills leveled up on this account, though. But yeah, you could do Poster Girl on someone to just cycle them out at the start. Okay, let's see how many turns we've got. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to do the Brave Chain or if I want to do... I think Scatty has to attack some. I think if Scatty doesn't attack some, you are just not going to get her killed in time. I'm not going to use the Mystic Code to use the attack up until Waver's on the field. The issue here really would be if Scatty doesn't die. That will screw up everything. She doesn't need to die on turn 1, but she needs to die at some point. So we'll see. 1 point? Okay, that's probably doable. It really just comes down to what happens with Scatty. Although I did not refund as much NP as I would have liked there. I can hit the ratios a lot better here if I bring in Waver now, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Because Waver could just do the 2 skills and then get your NP. That's a problem. Also, I didn't make enough stars there. Might need to twink this a little bit. Because, man, using Scatty right here is awful. Like, that's so much wasted battery. If you stunned on the turn that he was about to NP, it would buy you an extra turn. So actually, that is kind of another reason to bring Alex or Steno or something. We'll see, we might not need that damage. I think it's just gonna come down to killing the middle Scatty in time. Fuck, I can't NP right now. I think I'm messing something up here. I think I need a crit. I think that's where it's going wrong. I guess the deck spread was just bad. Because see, now I can crit, but it's too late. Because if I had gotten just a little bit more NP, I could NP right now. And then this NP would be better, because this one would have the 2 attack buffs. So it would get them pretty low. Okay, let me just try it again. I honestly think this setup would work. I just need to get better luck at the start. Like, if I could have just NP'd right there, I think it'd have been fine. Because I can NP now, but the buffs are gone. And that's okay if I'd gotten 1 more NP in. Like, getting 1 NP off with the buffs gone would be fine. Okay, hold on, let me try this again. I think this will work, but it might be better to bring in, like, Alex or something, because We have extra turns there, and Asclepius actually buys you a turn, and the stun will buy you a turn. Yeah, we need like a quick crit, because that's the battery that we need, like the refund, and it's in damage. So we just need a quick card at the right time, I think. Lost is hiding. Look how long it takes you to go through your entire support list. Damn. Okay, Fishy will work too. Okay, if I was gonna bring in Alex or Stheno, okay, it has to be Alex though, because Stheno is... her skills aren't leveled, although I guess I could level them. Have I done her strengthening? Oh, I did level one of her, it's at 9. I don't know if I want to give her a lore just for this. But at 9, it's like 36 damage up. And she's an assassin, so she dies kind of easy. What would you do? Let's see, if you did it this way... let me think. So she would die, and then you would want... the problem is, okay, that would kind of... I don't think I'd be able to get Asclepius out this way. So what you would do is... you could case go. That's true, but then it'd be harder to cycle. Let's see. If she had died and she buffed on the turn that she died, that means the first NP wouldn't actually have Scatty's buff, or you'd only have 2 turns of her buff. So let's see though. If she did die, this would come in. Then you would switch Mystic Code Waiver. I mean, it could work. I don't think it's necessary, though. I really think this works with the way we did it. Swap Scatty for her on turn 1 and let Scatty sit in the back. You can't bring in Waiver that way, though. Well, you could with... we can't bring in Asclepius that way. You could bring in Waiver, but you can't bring in Asclepius. And Asclepius actually matters, because at the very end, Kentoki's gonna die. And you need Asclepius to show up to give him the big heal and remove the debuffs. Now, if we do more damage, though, then you might not need that. But honestly, I think the setup as it was would absolutely work if we had just gotten... it was that 1 NP where we had 84%, and we had to use Scatty for the 50%. That was why it went off, like, wrong. Does Kentoki get... what is his third passive? Surely it's not anti-caster, because they don't really... the only one that got their counter class is, like, Stheno and Hyde. Let me see what he got. I kind of expect it to be Berserker because of his other self and Raiko. Yeah, it's Berserker. Okay, I might try it with Sinnoh just to see, but I don't think it's right. And if we swap out Scatty for her, I mean, it's better than what happened last time, because we never really got to his flip. Well, okay, let's try it this way once, and then why might I try it the other way? What would I give her as CE? I don't have the points, so I can't give her anything. Alright, let's see. This will be interesting if we do Rider Canis, because she's Buster. So yeah, we have good supports for that, but the looping would be limited. Only we had Ox King for quick. Okay, terrible starting hand. Oh, and Stheno can drain, although we didn't level her skill, so it's RNG. Honestly, I think Alex is better if we're doing it this way, because with Alex, you get more quick up, which means more refund. And she's not even ranked 10. Probably just attack up now. No, we'll wait, especially for a quick card. So Stheno needs to die, so she needs to get the dots here. She'll die pretty easily, though. Yeah, Wu would be good. But I think the original setup will work just fine. I might just go back to that. That is a lot of damage. Oh my god! She has goddess essence! Oh no! Look! She won the roll every time! That's so... Okay, no Steno. No Steno. Absolutely no to that. Runs everything, god damn it. Doesn't even land the drain, by the way. This turn is just painful. Okay, now we'll do... And we still don't have crits. Yeah, Steno I don't think is gonna work. There's several issues here. I almost want to do the art one because it's guaranteed to crit and I need the refund, I think. I don't know though, when you have quad quick up and double quick crit up. When Goddess Essence screws you over. That damage though. Didn't crit with the quick card. So Steno would have to die right now, otherwise we're dead in the water. Yeah, she's too tanky. If she probably would have died though if she didn't guard all those dots earlier. She probably would have died right there. Because this might still work, but it'd be so much better if Steno died there. Because then you just NP again and it's fucked. Like this might still win, but it'd be really sloppy. I honestly don't think Steno's worth it. I think it's better to do what I did before, because then it's right here. This would be a Asclepius, and you'd already had waiver, and then Asclepius heals you, and you can get rid of your debuffs and everything. Because I actually think we die here. Yeah, this doesn't work. Yeah, no, I don't. I think the original setup is better. Because this NP has no buffs, and then you die. But this will probably do like 700k or something. Actually, not even that. Okay, I'm just going back to the original setup because I think it works. This probably works too, but I think the RNG on this would just... It'd be like 10% win rate or something. I might twink it a little bit though, because I don't like the one Scatty just sitting there at the start. It's kind of pointless. I might... Maybe I poster girl waiver then. The thing is, it's really nice having the Star Bomb, if you can time it. Maybe I switch on turn 2 then. That is not the Bond CE. I may have to start removing people from my friends list, because, like, Lost just logged in and I already can't summon him. This is such a needlessly convoluted system. She's fishy, I think. Okay, so originally we did that. Let's see. I wanted to switch out. See, the problem is if you switch out Scatty immediately, there's just no way to use the Star Bomb efficiently. Could get lucky though. I'll try this. This might work. Lori doesn't work here at all because he's really bad with the event CE. He's immune to the burn though. Well, every opening hand, it's a Buster card, dude. It does nothing. And our crit chance tanks there because of waiver, thanks. Now, I almost want to do the attack up now just for the damage. Even though I waste the 10% battery, but I might not need the 10% battery. But I might need the 10% battery, so it depends. I'm gonna use it because I don't even have a quick R&R card. I don't think it's even worth using Kentoki's card here. Really need a good opening hand because you need to, it's not because of the refund or the damage, it's because of the stars. You need to make stars here. That's so much damage though. That's at level 80. Imagine if he was just 90. Let's see. See, if I had made stars there and I could crit here, we'd be fine. But because we didn't get any cards, we could make stars. Now I can't crit. Dude, he didn't even crit with the 70. God. Like, he can still NP again, but it just lowers our stars, lowers our damage, and especially the damage on that one because we have the 2 scatty crit buffs. Like, critting with Art or Buster doesn't really matter, but it matters with Quick. I think I might have needed Waver to die there. How many do we have? Like 5,000. Because of the extra attack, I think we take like 6,000 or 7,000. Yeah, I think we're gonna take 7,000 because the NP won't remove 1 and the extra attack won't remove 1. I kind of think I need to not do the chain then, but I need the damage. I think we'll live here. It shouldn't die now. It should be low, but I don't think it'll die. I'll actually be disappointed if it dies because I wanted Asclepius to save the day here. Close. Oh my god. Oh, nope. Oh, never mind. Aries right. It died. Excuse me. It would have super died. It would have super died if we had crit with that quick card earlier. Then it would have been like Omega dead there. Fuck, that means we didn't need Asclepius, feels bad. Okay, let's try Canis now. Yeah, if you could have just gotten like some quick crits throughout that, that would have been ahead a good bit. Okay, now we need Merlin. We need someone with Merlin with either Ox King or his Bond CE. Anybody in chat got that? It's still fine without either, I suppose, but it's Aux King is definitely preferable. Merlin with Aux King would definitely be the best. Okay, Beastly's got it. Let me make the team. Oh, this will be the standard Merlin when I just set it up here. Okay, so Canis is advantaged because she is a summer servant. However, she's disadvantaged because she's not in P5. We're not on a water battlefield, and I have no idea how we're actually going to get enough NPs out of her for this to work. This is actually where Vinch and Oberyn would be good just because of the extra battery, but fuck that. Okay, so we want... Let's see. Somebody's gonna have to poster girl die for sure. Starting with Waver's not too bad. The thing is, you actually kind of want a way to... It's a shame that double Merlin is 40. This is where we would need Canis's passive just unlocked. I could actually unlock it. I think I have the coins for it, but I don't think I want to do that because I probably want to unlock the extra attack instead. But if you had 10%, you could NP right off with the 2 Merlins. Well, you could do the 2 Merlins and instantly switch into Waver. Yeah, Vinch, you could go the crit route. Vinch might actually be better, but I'm gonna try Merlin first. But yeah, Vinch might actually be better. Because, we're just not gonna be able to NP that many times unless we get really lucky. Hold on, let me give Canis command codes. I'm thinking the other units are gonna be like... Here's the thing, what you actually want is you want all of them. You want Merlin and Vinch and Oberyn, right? That's what you want these other slots to be. But I don't have those, and I'm certainly not rolling on them. But those would be a lot more useful than like Qingong or Nightingale, because those don't have battery or anything like that. It's like battery's really broken in this game or something. We could cycle someone with Qingong's NP. That actually might be the way. And then we Nightingale Aux King somebody. Alright, let me go do command codes. I will say it's a shame, you know, it's so much worse to summon someone else's DPS, because Sei would be good here because of her burn immunity. You'd be really free to just bap it in the face. And then that lets you bring command codes to do like crit damage and stuff like that, where all of these other units can't do that. Oh, this UI is so bad, and I'm not even having to unequip these from Kentoki. That would take even longer. Kentoki is probably the best one on this account, because that was pretty easy with him. I doubt anything else on this account would be able to do that well. Now, I think there's other units that could do that well or better, but I don't have them. And then if I summon them, that's just too big of a handicap. Alright, let's see if we can get Beastly here. The 80 out of 90. Yeah, that's how we do it. Okay, let's see. So I'm thinking we pretty much cast everything on Merlin, switch Merlin out for Waver. I don't know, I might put Qingong up there. You gotta try to get as many buffers in here as humanly possible as fast as possible. And then we need to never miss a Buster. Anytime she has a Buster card, she has to use it. So we need, I mean, I don't think Chingong's gonna work then. I don't think we have time. I think we need to do like Star Bomb. I'm not even sure we do Poster Girl then. Yeah, I know Oberon would be really good, but I don't want to use that under any circumstance, so that's not happening. But yeah, Oberon would make it really easy to double NP. Like just boom boom. This would be a lot easier if we used a unit that had their own battery. If you're doing Buster stuff, that would really help. Okay. I'm thinking stars, though, are what we want. I don't know. If I don't use Poster Girl, I think if you get attacked once, you're in really bad shape. They might have to use Asclepius, too, actually. He does have guts, though, for that one turn. When the dots kill you. This is tricky. I mean, honestly, it's not. Chingong is still not bad. 'Cause let's see, you could do what you would want. Is you would switch out like Merlin, and then when he dies, then this comes in and that does that. I don't know if you have time for all that. The problem is we're just not NPing enough. There's no way we're gonna NP enough. And she only has a double Buster deck. I think that is the way to go, but yeah, I don't think that's enough. I really wish we were water side, because then we'd have enough stars to crit without needing Golden Carp, because I can't really do Ox King. I don't have the points. Because double Ox King is nice, but yeah, I don't think I can afford it. I think the stars are more important. I don't think this is going to work, but let's find out. I'm sure the first NP will do a lot of damage, but we kind of run out of gas after that. How about this music, though? Look at this smug piece of shit right here. Yeah, if we were water side, we get the absorbs, we wouldn't need. Honestly, I think if this was water side, this would work pretty well. But I'm concerned because it's not. Do I want invulnerability? It won't really matter, but it gives me star gen, so. Crit down is actually bad. Maybe I just give Waver... I might give Waver Star Bomb, because if I'd gotten a hand like this, she could do her Star Bomb, Waver does his Star Bomb, and she'd actually be really likely to crit. And nope, that's what I should have done. Yep, I think we have to reset until you get a stupid hand like this. That's so much fucking damage if you line all that up, because we have both crit buffs from Merlin. Damn it, yeah, I think you kind of have to do it that way. I want to give her the Waver crit buff, but I don't think it's worth it. Just get really lucky, forehead. Yeah, I really wish Canis didn't have so many buffs tied to water side, because I don't think she's that, even with those buffs, I don't think she's that good. A lot of damage, but because she can't continue NPing, it's not gonna matter. And she didn't crit with either. Bro, I actually think we might be able to kill right there. If you get double Buster, I think you could either you could get really close, because we would have done so much more damage with the crits because of Merlin's crit buff, and if I wanted to, I could just give her the crit buff from Waver. Okay, we're gonna reset until we get double Buster. Okay, we're gonna just go all in on that. So fuck Poster Girl. We're doing Golden Carp, right? We're just gonna RNGesus this. So Kentucky is definitely better, I think, because he doesn't have to rely on that kind of luck. But let's see if we can make this happen. Okay. What else can we do? Technically, we could do the thing with Poster Girl at the start with, like, Penth, and then you just hope when she dies, you get the 2 Buster cards, but that takes a lot longer to reset each time. That is straight up more damage, though. But I don't think I have the patience for that. Like, that's a lot of effort right there. You want Chris to Bonsi on Merlin is better? Yeah, if you got it, go for it. And I can now do Ox King on my Merlin, and my Merlin is the one getting switched out, so his has to be Ox King. Okay. Let's see. Okay, another thing, if we're going this route, I need to change the command codes, because fuck survivability. So we're gonna have, what, 35 stars? So she might need Absorb, unfortunately. Let me look. Technically, if we see on our first hand that we have none of her Buster cards, we could just wait, right? And you could, like, stun and just stall a second, and then she has her stars from her 3rd skill. That's actually what you want to have happen, is the 2 Busters to be in the second hand. That would be better. But that won't always happen. Alright, let's go. Let me think. I think what we need as much damage as possible, so I'm tempted to just do the crit damage, but if you don't crit, you get that lucky hand, and then you don't crit, you're just gonna be so pissed. Miyu is better, yep. Okay. Let's do the one that has crit and star absorb. And then we'll do full crit on the other one. I guess the Ishtar one. My god, though, the potential for Buster crits here is quite something. Hey, Anabushi, thank you for the 38 months. That's quite a long time. Appreciate it, man. Okay, where is Beastly? Like how I get your ult, but I don't get your main this time. It's never easy, man. Fishy says he's got it too, but I don't see him either. All these Merlins, and none of them are the ones we're looking for. There we go. Okay, let's see. So the RNG here is you have to get your 2 Buster cards in the same hand. I think it could be in any of the 3 hands, though. It doesn't matter which hand it is. I think you can stall enough. And if it's a 3rd hand, Poster Girl, not Poster Girl, Ox King will still be there, just barely. Well, Kentucky could do this with pretty minimal RNG, so he's definitely ahead. And he's not even a Summer Servant, but still, I think this will probably work. Well, that's the wrong 2 cards. Not over yet, though. We could get it in the next hand. The worst is when you just see one Buster card, because then you know the other Buster card is separated. Damn it. Well, real quick, let's just see what the damage is, but we're not gonna have the Buster chain or any of that. We'll have a lot of stars this time, though. Now the battery's irrelevant. Oh, this is funny. If only we had that other Buster card, man. Alright, let's see what we get. Yep, I don't think it'll quite kill, but I think it'll get really close, and then you can probably finish it off before you die. Because the extra one would do, you know, this more damage than that one. Well, actually, about the same damage as that one, but then they'd both do more because you'd have the Buster chain. So it's like having another 20% attack, essentially. Big Waiver 16 art crit, yep. That's the real damage right there. I actually think we need to put Asclepius on the team, though, because you're basically just going to need to survive for a second at the end. Get the good doctor in here. Guess we switch this one to Qingong. It'll never come to that, though. There we go. Now, for pure practicality, because she has 2 art cards, you might actually want to put Mozart in there and get like a free, like that last turn where we got in the 2 art cards, we made that crit and then crit again later. That kind of thing could work, but it's way funner to put all your eggs in one basket here. Fuck! Okay, just reset when that happens. You want to see either both Buster cards or none. That's definitely what you want. Just do not want them separated. Really wish we didn't have to watch the cutscene every time. Should be a lot easier if she had a triple Buster deck. It'd actually be cake at that point, because it's very likely to get 2 in 1, because the NP can be on any hand, so this would be so much easier if she was triple Buster. Why, game? You're killing me. Also, why didn't they give this thing 5 million health even? Why does he have just like slightly more than 5 million? Very weird. Honestly though, on this account, if I'm using my DPS, I think Kentucky and Canis are the only 2 that can do it. And obviously Kentucky is way better, but I don't think there's anyone else that could do it. Actually, as weird as it is, Ku might be able to do it. Because you do have a decent amount of time. If you do the stun and you do Asclepius's seal, you have extra time. And Ku's just broken. Now there's no way she could do it. Not even close. She would not even be close. Now if she was Grailed, if I had a Grail Duchy, I could probably make that work. I don't think it'd work as well as Kentucky. And she'd have to get really lucky. But there's at 70, no way. So it's actually better if you don't get the cards in the opening hand, and it's because you get the extra stars. Robin wouldn't really do that well just because he's not counterclassing. But you know, Castoria is really busted, so that would be good. But his hit count is so low, wouldn't really work out. Oh, we got it. The next hand is 2 Buster. So we just need to not get fucked up here. Obviously we're wasting a lot of time, but there's nothing we can do about that. I guess we make stars just cuz. Alright, let's see what we get. This would obviously be a lot better though on turn 1, because now we're kind of low on gas on the survivability angle. But if we did it on turn 1, we'd still have like more turns to laser pew pew. Well, we get guaranteed crit, that's nice. That means I could have done the command code for just more damage instead of the absorb one, but you're not always gonna have this many stars. Doing it this way though, you really do kind of want to cycle someone at the start, like someone like Penth that has a 3-turn buff, and then have them buff right before they die. Because it'd be exactly like we're doing right now, but I just have like 20% more damage. It's just more RNG, but it would be better. Alright. Let's see how we do. So Ozzy would be insane with this kind of setup. Even though he's not a summer servant, he would be really good for this kind of thing. Almost 2 million though, that's still not bad. Woo! That's really good, dude. If you could do that on turn 1, that would just be so good. Like that, if you could do that on turn 1, you had all the other turns to just keep going. That's crazy. And she's not grailed or anything. Damn. I'm not sure we'll actually have the gas to win though. I think we would if we didn't have to wait all those turns. But he's pretty close to NPing now, and we've just taken we've gotten so many dots. I think we're fucked. But if we could have done that on turn 1, I think this would have worked. Well, we can drain his NP. That'll help some. Basically have to get Canis cards from the deck resets. If we don't, our buffs are going to wear off and we're fucked. Well, it is pretty obvious though that Kentucky is better. Okay, if someone doesn't die, Canis just dies, so... This definitely would work if you got the busters on turn 1 though. Can we get a lucky bullshit? We'd have to crit like all 3 times, I think. So actually how you would make this work is you would just put any rider in the back and they would clean up. Like Kentucky, funnily enough, could just show up in NP and then you would win. Well, pretty good, but obviously inferior to Kentucky. But it's still pretty good. But yeah, and it credits how good Kentucky is. If Kentucky just showed up right now, he could then kill the boss. This is impossible to do with 1 to 3 stars. There's literally no way you're gonna do 5 million damage. Now the stage isn't impossible because you can literally solo this with like 1 million units and it's nothing. The stage is like a joke. It's just doing 5 million is for fun, but just beating it, you just bring Asclepius and you win. That's it. Like they literally, you could bring 5 Bin Ks and Asclepius and you would beat this stage. I don't have an art writer. Well, I've got Ryoma, but that's it. Like, people really don't get how this works. You can't do this unless you have your own DPS. Because if I summon someone else's DPS, like for example, let's say I summon a rider, we don't even have a Castoria to support them. You have nothing. Like you have nothing to support them. You're never gonna do 5 million damage like that. I don't really think there's anything else we can do. I think Intoki and Canis are the only two that could do the 5 million. Let me look real quick. Yeah, I guess there is Ricky, but he'd have to be Grails. There's no way he's going to do it without Grails. And I'd have to have my own Castor Artoria. Because no joke, Ricky with 2 Castor Artorias would be really ridiculous here. But I don't have Castor Artoria, so I don't think it would work. But honestly, Ricky probably could do it. Like, Ricky probably could do it. Because he loops so easily, he has so much damage up. And on his final NP, he could do his second skill. And he'll be low enough because of the dots. And then you get that last push. So Ricky probably would work. We could try it with Ricky just for the lulz, but he won't have double Castoria, and that's just so unfair because Kentucky did it with double Scatty, right? Like, I mean, that's so much better than only having one. We need a Castoria though with their Bond CE, because isn't hers art up, I think? Like, what you would need is you would need double Castoria, Mozart, and then Tam. And that would probably work. That would probably get the job done. Actually, I'm just gonna use this one for now, and if we're close, then we'll switch out to the Bond CE, but I'm so tired of waiting for like the specific ones. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Kentucky does the best for me because it's the one that I have the best support for because you can do double Scatty. Because, I mean, there's just no way around it, like, Kentucky did way better than Canis. So we've got Hohenheim. Hohenheim is really good. Not as good as Castor. Oh, you know what you probably would want if you were going Super Whale? You'd go Ricky, double Castoria, Nero Bride, and then like Tam. That's probably what you would do. Okay, so then you want to switch. So Waver for raw battery, and if Waver NPs, it's actually one of the better damage ones too. Mozart helps you loop. Got our Bond C up. Alright, let's see how RNG, how much it likes us. Oh, well, that's not beastly, but we did get one. Kinda want to do Mozart for the first NP, I just don't know if he'll die fast enough. Ricky the Hedgehog, by the way. Anything I can give him, I guess just Fox King, Golden Carp, excuse me. So, the way I'm doing this, we might just die to dots. Hopefully Castor Artoria can get her NP. Otherwise, we're probably gonna die to dots at the end. Anything I can give Mozart. He needs to die as fast as possible, so I'm thinking either the Knight or Black Grail. Probably Black Grail. What a moment. Unironically giving Black Grail to Mozart. What kind of world is this? This would be so much better This would be so much better if we had double Castoria though. Like it's just way better than Hohenheim. I don't know if we'll ever see Canis in a 3rd Ascension in a video, but maybe for the memes. Seriously, why did they give it 46 health? Why is this a joke? Like there must be a reason for that. Like that's so specific. Well, our opening hand is trash. It's actually so trash, I think it might run everything. Like he needs a art card, I'm pretty sure. Because Mozart, there's no point in Mozart making his stars if you don't have anything to crit with. The music knows, by the way. Have you tried getting lucky? I have not. Mozart with the 6,000 damage. That'll get him. Look, he got 64% without having an art card. That's so ridiculous. Sadly though, this turn where we're dead in the water like this kind of runs everything. Mozart's not worth it. He's not gonna die. Like, not when we need him to, because I need to NP, and if I NP, then he doesn't die at all. Alright, just for style, I'm gonna do this. So if I do his art card, Ricky dies. Well, might as well, because this, like, it's all fucked up anyway, so we gotta... It wouldn't have worked anyhow. This would definitely work though if you had double Castoria. Like it would absolutely work. You probably would need to get an art card on the first hand though. You probably need an art card on the first hand and an art card on the second hand. A lot of damage. Yep, I think this might even be able to work without double Castoria. It'd be really hard though. We'll see. I'll mess around with it a little bit. We should do Castoria's NP first because of the attack up. Yeah, the absolute best outcome is art card on hand 1 and art card on hand 2. Let's see. I'm not sure about Mozart though. If I could get him to die, it would be fine, but I don't think I can. Good poster girl. Like, if he dies, it's actually really good. If I could get him to die really quickly, this setup probably would work. I'm trying to think. I cut No, I can't cut Hohenheim. I need the gain. Like, the only way of kind of making up for not having Castoratoria. Yeah, you could probably do it with Orion, because he's got debuff immunity and everything. Yeah, honestly, esports Mozart would be good right now. Well, no art card, but I got a Brave Chain. I don't know if that'll work, but we'll see. You really want an art card because you just have so many art ups. %crit on the quick, that helps. Man, you want an art card so bad though, because you have the 1 turn art up for Mozart, and you've got the resist down, right? That's a lot. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the attack up until I have an art card. I forgot to give Ricky command codes. That super matters. Because it's 1,000 per dot. That's a big difference. Alright, looped though. Yeah, I would take 1,000 less damage if I had had the command codes there. Oh my god, his taunt ties with Poster Girl, and then we just got unlucky. Oh, we're so fucked because of that. Dude, what a joke. Okay, I should stun there next time. Oh, that's so dumb. Well, we're gonna get absolutely blasted by dots now. We actually might die. So Protoku's not bad here if you have his third passive. His third passive is bonus damage to casters, and then if it's a beast, he gets his third skill. So you could do pretty crazy stuff with him. 600 health, yep. And Mozart's not gonna die. This would definitely work though with double cast Oratoria, and especially Tam. Tam is so much better than Mozart here, because her buffs last 3 turns. Yeah, Ricky works. Ricky works. I just don't have. You have to have better supports, I think. Might be able to do with these supports if you get really fucking lucky, though. Also, you could still win, right? I mean, you could obviously just bring in another DPS and do things like that, but that's not what we're going for here. Well, for not having the proper kind of supports, though, he's still doing pretty well, I would say. What really got him is the fact that he taunted, like, and then we lost the RNG and he tagged Ricky Boy both times. That was really bad. $274 indeed. A little bit of gain there. Trying to think what I can do. That taunt really messes things up. Okay, let me give him command codes. Let me give him a good go, and then that'll be enough for Ricky. It'd be also really easy if he was grailed, I think. I'm gonna regret all the things that I'm doing right now because I'm gonna have to remove so many command codes later. They really need a remove all button, and they need to get rid of this fucking animation. I cannot believe you have to watch an animation like this. Like, you should be able to just slot them in. Like, they're not rocket science to just put the cards up here where I'm clicking. You put the cards up here and you just click and drag them into the slots. Like, that is not rocket science. Okay. Man, I freaking love this song though. Child's theme from Genshin. It's definitely my favorite song from that game. So this was all a scam, so Beastly and Lost could get FP, so they can get more coins. That's totally what's going on here. Only I could get rid of Mozart. Could go Waver, because at least he's got the 3-turn buff, but... Mozart's definitely good, I just don't see how I'm gonna kill him. Because if I could just get him to kill and Waver shows up, I get one more NP, then I think we win, but kinda rough. Okay, stun on turn 1. Well, the good news is we loop. The bad news is we can't loop later. Feels bad, man. That's like almost good, but it's kind of not. Like, we got the damage. I need to level Mozart's second skill now that it's been buffed. Let me look up. I want to see if he's 50-50 on taunt. Let's see. Ricky's taunt is 300%. I have a bad feeling that Poster Girl is 100%. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't actually give the percentage. I wonder if Atlas DB has it. Let me look. That's weird that it weird they don't have the percentage on there, but I guess it came out so long ago they might not have even thought about it back then. So according to Atlas DB, it's a 1000% taunt, but I don't think that's right. Because it attacked Ricky twice there, and this is a thing where if like one taunt is 100% and one taunt's 300%, the 300% one wins. So if that's 1000% taunt, Ricky should not have been attacked twice there. That doesn't make any sense. It's either that or it doesn't care about the percentages, but I'm pretty sure it does. Look, I get so tired of this. This is why I don't stream challenge quests. Because I've already beat this multiple times, and there's always someone that comes into chat and is like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Blah, 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 blah. And when I've already beaten it, like this happens every time I stream anything of note, right? Is if I beat it and then I close it out and I start again, then it's like, why isn't he doing this? You should do that. It's so fucking annoying, dude. Like, we literally beat this with Kentucky in like the first 5 minutes of the stream. Relax. I don't know if it was worth it to do the crits there, but I figure go all in right now. Well, you know, I'm not gonna stun because I want to science this taunt thing. Timing has nothing to do with it. It's like, use your fucking brain. It's like, I'm notorious for doing what I'm doing right now, and yet no one ever figures that out. %300% though. Well, that time it triple attacked Mozart, but last time it absolutely attacked Ricky Boy. Man, if only we had an art card here and it wasn't both on the other hand, because we don't need 300% overcharge, right? That doesn't help us any. %300% looks cool, that's true, and it does give you the bigger buff, but not really worth. So it's pretty easy to see though that he's behind. You know, Kentucky does over 1 million per NP and whatnot, where he's not. Now if he had, can you just attack, you stupid bird? What is, you stupid, if that dumb feathered fuck would have just attacked 2 times, Mozart would have died, and then I could have gotten more buffs. Okay, Mozart's gonna die to the dot at least here, so we can have waiver on the next one. Never trust a bird, man. Now, I could get... Okay, I'm gonna do this because I want to get her NP. It's too late though, we're out of gas, I think. Except Hoodle? Now see, Hoodle's not a bird man. Although I guess this thing's not a bird man either, but yeah, Hoodle would be the exception. I would say Cersei, but she can't pick anything. Imagine a world where Cersei is reliable. Alright, well, final NP. We have way less buffs on this one, unfortunately. We can do the defense down, and we can do... You know, you could still win like this, though, because what you would do is, again, you could have a cleanup rider, and because Ricky dies, will be replaced again, so you could have a cleanup rider, but there's no point. Like, why do it that way when Kentucky can just kill it? I just like how there's a custom trait in the game for making a boss immune to pig. Like, they cared that much to specifically say fuck you to Cersei. Well, for how suboptimal this team is, not bad. Like, not bad. But there's just no world where I can support an art unit. I just don't have the options. I don't have Tam, I don't have Castoria, right? It's just, if you're trying to go whale mode, right, and do the best of the best stuff, I just do not have the units to support it. Like, it's way better. Like, really, I think he could keep up with Kentucky. It's just that Kentucky has proper support right now, where Ricky does not. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can do. I mean, we did Art, Buster, and Quick. Quick worked really well. Buster works, but is very shaky. And then I'm not sure I could get Art to work. I'm trying to think if there would be a way that I could actually make that work. I mean, if I grailed my Ricky, I guess it would work, but I'm trying to think. I guess I could switch out Mozart for something that had 3-turn buffs, but he has his 3-turn on his Art down, so I don't think I could have done much better. The other option would be Ryoma, but I don't. He's not, well, when he's 666, but I don't think he'd be better than Ricky. I haven't tested Ushi, but I mean, I just know for a fact she'll suck. There's just she does not loop like Kentucky does. Like, there's just no way. Like, she'll do a bunch of damage on her first NP and probably her second NP, but then she's just done, right? Then she just doesn't do anything. The only other things I could really try are Berserkers. But, like, Berserker Atalante is just going to be inferior to Rider Kentoki. I guess Beowulf could do okay. Yeah, honestly, Beowulf, the only reason I would say Beowulf probably wouldn't be... Like, Canis is also doing the crit thing, and Canis is a event servant, so I feel like he wouldn't really do any better than she would. Like, maybe he keeps up. He does have the half upgraded NP, and he crits easier. If the bird was a dragon, then I would say Beowulf would probably do better than Canis did. But I don't see how... Because she's an event servant, I don't see how he would. I think if there's anything else that would even be in the ballpark here. Don't really think so. I think Jerker would be inferior to Beowulf in this kind of scenario. Honestly, my Ku might do pretty well here just because he's so upgraded. But I don't... the thing is, he might be really upgraded, but like... Kentoki is still counterclassing, and that's literally double damage, so I don't think he would do better than Kentoki. There is Sigurd. Is this thing naturally a dragon? I don't think so. I'd have to turn it into one. But Sigurd's a summer servant, and I've got him at NP3 and all that. Sigurd would do a lot of damage. I don't think... The problem with Sigurd, though, is once he blows his load, he's completely dead in the water after that. But, okay, we'll do a Sigurd setup. That's kind of funny. All right, hold on. I think with Sigurd, you got to go the Canis route, and you try to do Omega damage. Like, you just try to kill it really fast. So we won't... I'll give him, like, crit command codes and stuff. So we need Merlin again. I think we pretty much do the same setup we did for Canis, I would think. I would do Proto-Q, but Proto-Q doesn't have the damage CE, and also my ult account doesn't have as good of support, so I could never support him well enough to... I do think Proto-Q could probably do it, though, because Proto-Q has his third passive as anti-caster. So he's basically counterclassing with his third skill, and then he gets a bonus 30% because of his passive. So if he had, like, just all the busted supports, like Double Scatty, Woo, Waver... crap like that, you could probably do it. Maybe. It'd be close. It would be tough, but he would do more damage than Kentoki. Because my Proto-Q is level 100 and 2k foed and all that nonsense. Okay, so we need, I guess we need Merlin with Bond CE or Ox King. I'll go with Ox King for now, just so I don't have to reset a million times. Let me, let's see. I don't know if I ever unlocked Sigurd's command codes, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really want to waste keys and QP on it just for this. Keys are way too rare. As soon as they changed respecking, they just stopped giving keys out, so they're actually... It's kind of annoying how rare they are. Where's my Sigurd? Hello? I'm sure he's in here somewhere. There he is. Yeah, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting a million QP. And look how few keys I have. It's not happening. We'll see how much damage he does without, but that's a pretty big nerf to him. I know, these still give out removers for some reason, but they won't give out keys. Super annoying. The problem is, let me look this up. I don't think these things are dragons, so... I'd have to bring George, and that's a huge hit on a team like this. Like, if it's a challenge quest where you need a taunt wall anyway and stuff, then it's no problem, but because we're just buff stacking, it's not good. Alright, gotta find the flying chicken things. They are the fucking, they're just wild beast and demonic. Yeah, that's really gonna wreck Sigurd. I don't think he can do it that way then. Like, sure, you can, you know, give, you can get George's NP off pretty easily, but losing a whole buffer is, that's huge. Honestly, Kentucky is just beating everyone by so much, because even if this worked, you'd have to get your Buster cards like the perfect time and everything, or Kentucky, you needed a little bit of luck with Kentucky, but not that much. Okay, well, I guess we gotta put George on the front. Got that cool animation update. Okay, so... Oh, this doesn't work. Oh god, this doesn't work. I guess what I do is I Ox King Merlin. This is a mess. So I'd have to have Zigguards. The only way this would work... Okay, no, this is just super scuffed. You would have to have Zigguards passive and have 10% battery. I don't have a way to... You could like wait a turn and hope his 2 Buster cards are like in the second hand. Okay, nope, I'm not doing it. That's way too scuffed. I know for a fact it's not gonna work anyway, and I'm not gonna just sit there resetting like over and over again. That being said, I do need to beat this for real, and I don't want to beat it the way you're supposed to. I'll do the Kentucky thing again because that's actually funny. But the way you're supposed to do this is you just survive like 5 turns and then it ends. But that's boring. I'm surprised they didn't just immediately go into the game files on the Chinese version and change their names to things like, you know, Ruler of, you know, Paradise, or, you know, Assassin of Inferno and crap like that, right? I don't get why they didn't just do something like that until they had a more permanent solution. Kind of weird. I know it's a temp fix, but what I just said is a temp fix. But my temp fix is a billion times better than their temp fix. Right, like, it's not even hard to do, right? Like, literally, how hard is it to just, you know, change their name to, you know, Ruler of X or Assassin of Y, opposed to ID number? I mean, are you kidding me? Like, that looks so bad. Okay, I kind of forgot. What did we even do? Let's see. I know Waver is involved, Asclepius is involved. I think I know that it works both ways. It can definitely work both ways. We just do double scatty at the start with her with Poster Girl, but I think I switched her out for Waver is what I did. That's why would you do that? Why would you rate them up right now? That seems like the last thing they should be doing right now. I wonder if they changed their names as well, but even then, that's fucked. I don't think that's gonna quell the masses at all. I think it's gonna make them matter. Because I've seen a lot of the players are not happy about, you know, all these games getting censored. Treating Chinese censorship like an offense. What did they name it? I wonder if they're trying to bring attention to it to cause outcry or something. The price of FGO JP accounts on eBay tripled. So is that like people on like from the Chinese server switching to the JP one? That's funny. My god, dude. That's really funny. Alright, let's see. This... The last unit doesn't really matter. I guess in case of emergency, you just bap it in the face with Canis. I can never find Canis on here. You could cut Poster Girl on Waver and then just have him NP for more damage. Like, that really isn't bad. I'm not actually sure this is what I did, but we'll see. I really do wonder though if they're doing that banner to try to bring attention to it, to try to cause outcry to get the Chinese government to back off, but I don't think that would work, to be honest. Oh, that's a good opening hand. Yeah, we're getting shit done now. Good thing we got that star bomb so Kentucky can crit. Oh, wait. I might need to not use Waver's attack buff now. I'm not really sure. Very awkward here. So if you did want to beat this and you didn't have any rare units, I guess you would use like Ku, Atlas Mystic Coat. I mean, you could literally just throw, I bet you could beat this if you just threw any random 6 units at it, because he won't kill them all in time. So there's really no way you're gonna lose this. And if you just brought something that had debuff removal, you'd be fine. Do we attack up or no? Because we have no, I'll be greedy. I may regret that. What really just sucks is when you get no cards, that means you can't crit on the next turn, and then you waste Scatty's crit buff. Let's see. I guess you attack buff this one even though you don't have crit chance. If by some miracle you crit with that quick card though, that would really help. I guess the other thing you could do is give 20-30 to Scatty, because critting is probably more important than the minor attack buff. Or quick up, I mean. Or just crit any, oh no, just double crit! Now we don't even need battery. That's so broken. That's so, why is his gain rate like that? RNG, what are you gonna do? Now we're just bullying. You know, I think I waste this just because we want the damage. We'll just pretend we didn't get all that battery there, and we needed that waiver battery. That's what we're doing here. Now, last time I thought it would live here. But, we'll see. Yeah, even, I know it's a caster, but, I mean, we were still looking at other units' gain rate, and it wasn't like that. And, like, that's so busted, because he's quick, not art. No, it might live. Just barely. So the last time it died there, I think the reason it didn't die here is because just low high roll. I think that's all there is to it. Wow, Asclepius really helps you out there because now you have no dots and you'll probably guard them because you've got the thing, and then you could also get debuff immunity if you wanted to. For the lols. Chat, we 3 turned before, and now we're 4 turning. Gotta turn in my FGO license. The damage on that one is a lot lower, but still works. Okay. That's enough of Mr. Caster. Do 5 million damage, get 3 feathers. Sounds about right. Alright, let's see what the other ones are. I'll take 15 chests, though. Okay, the music is looping, but I mean, who cares? The song is so good. Okay, saber time. So I saw someone say that all the mats in this event are catered to new players. I don't know what they are smoking. Like, these are not the mats that new players want right here. Like, oh yeah, all those giant rings you need for those, you know, 1 to 3 star units you start the game off with. Like, and none of the tutorial summon 4 stars even use those. Like, these are pretty niche mats. The only good one is the jeweled snake eye. What new players? True. They're all actually ult accounts. Like, you don't need wine, right? Like, these are not mats that you need as a new player. Like, the good mats, the only good mats for new players are the bones, kind of the dragon teeth, but not that much, and like the jewels. That's about it. And the lanterns are okay, but they're not really that big of a deal. And the stuff in the shop, it's okay. I mean, like, some demon hearts to start you off is alright. But I mean, most of this stuff, I need to get that lore, but most of this stuff's not that important for a new account. I've like never bought hearts from an event shop. Hearts are just so plentiful in this game. Well, I'm pretty sure we're fighting a dragon. Beowulf has anti-dragon, Siegfried has anti-dragon, and Sigurd has anti-dragon. I think I know what's going on here. Alright, I think we bring, what do we want? Maybe Beowulf? Just because Beowulf's awesome. Although we were just saying we wanted to do Sigurd, so we could use my Sigurd. But I kind of want to try Beowulf. I mean, I have no idea what the gimmicks are here, but, alright, what I'll do is, I won't give him command codes because I'm lazy. Let's see if we can solo it. I highly doubt it, but let's just see what the stage is, and then we'll go from there. Actually, they tell you what the gimmick is right there, but I don't read moon runes. I really do want to grail my Beowulf to 100 at some point. It's just so hard with the way the new grail system is. It's a dragon or some shit. Yeah, that's about right. Hey, look, it's a dragon. Got damage resist. Better be a lot. What a great opening hand! George is like, this is my song. Fuck me, dude. 7-month dragon, indeed. He's just like, step aside, Beowulf. I'm the Dragon Slayer. And then he does double-digit damage. He didn't kill them, so he attacks again. And then oh my god, that was so lucky. If that attack had just killed them, that would have canceled his turn. And I like how, I mean, he could not have done that turn any more meta, because not only did he buff remove, but then he targeted Beowulf with a single target attack, and it was a crit. Like, are you kidding me? The buff removal is gonna make this kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Might just one turn this guy. Try that one more time. Gonna need Chin Gong, I think. Gonna escalate the death. The buff removal RNG though will make this really bad. Beowulf is not a kind of unit that can space out his buffs. Well, there's our MP. Sabers will be so much better here because they can live. Okay, he died. That's good. I think I fire everything here. Unfortunately, we have like no stars. Normally you can crit twice with Beowulf, but I'm only going to be able to crit once. Command codes would really help right now. To do more damage and have more absorb. It's pretty tanky. I mean, that's impressive, all things considered. If he had double crit, he could have about killed it, of course. Literally first action. This guy. So Beowulf can do it, it's just gonna be really random because of the buff removal. Now, you could do it in a team, right? Even with budget stuff, you could just do Chin Gong, Shakespeare, you know, that kind of stuff, and you could probably just one-shot it fairly easily. Let's do it that way, actually. Let's see how he does. And then we might reset, though, and do it some other units, too. Okay, the music is super looping right now. Oh, the command code UI. I saw this guy saying everyone just complains about the command code UI all the time, and it's because you have to interact with it all of the time. And it's like, if they would fix it, we would shut up. I really am tired of DW apologists. Like, there are some criticisms of FGO that aren't fair, but the command code one's not one of them. The fact that they've allowed this UI to be this bad for this long is truly unacceptable. There's no excuse for that. Like, it's utter nonsense. Like, it's been over a year, and they themselves have said twice that it's bad, and they know it. I don't know what to give this last card. I want this one, but it's equipped to somebody else. Oh my god. Probably Canis. Yep. Could do the absorb one. I mean, there's honestly, just cut the to make the UI like good. They need to do what I said, where when you go to this UI, you know, the cards should be up here, and you just click and drag them directly in. and you should better switch them between servants and stuff like that. But in the that might take some work. It wouldn't really take that much work though, to be honest. But anyway, in the meantime, the band-aid fix you should do is what Cairo just said. Is you should be able to just switch them directly from one servant to another, and because that takes like no work at all. It's actually beyond me that they haven't done that yet. And then just remove the animation. The equipping and unequipping animation should just be taken out. That's also very simple. And then have a remove all button. That's the band-aid fix, right? That's very easy to do. What is this, a touch screen? I know, right? But so that's a really, those three changes are extremely simple, extremely easy to implement, and they would not fix the UI. It would still be too slow and kind of clunky, especially because you can't get to this menu from the battle screen, the prep screen. But those would, I think that would hold people over until they find the time to actually fix the UI, right? Those are very simple changes that make it significantly better, that take almost no effort on their part. The fact that they don't do that, it's just lazy. I mean, there are some things that, you know, aren't DW's fault entirely, or, you know, it's because they don't have the manpower, you know, things like that. Oh, that shouldn't be a problem with how much money they have. It's like, with the amount of money they have, that should never be a problem. But it is. But I mean, this is just ridiculous, like this UI. You have to go back and forth, you have to watch an animation, you can't switch them around, you can't, there's no remove all button. Like, it's just so needlessly tedious. Oh my god. What I want is equipped to someone else. It's on Ku, I think. I'm just gonna be lazy and do that instead. I just get tired of so many other developers that make less money than FGO being so much better when it comes to this kind of stuff, and then people still defend FGO like it's, oh, you guys are just being unreasonable. There's nothing unreasonable about what people, for the most part, want out of this game. It's just this, it's gotten so bad and people complain so much because it's just so out of date and it's been left alone for so long that it's just becoming absurd. Because everyone knows how much money they're making, right? It's no secret that this game is, you know, generates an insane amount of revenue, so it becomes, you know, more and more unacceptable. Wait, why am I summoning George? Does literally anyone have budget stuff slotted right now? I'd take a Bedivere if I could find it. Nope. Story support, let's go. Siegfried because he's cool. Alright. Don't mind Hans for what we're doing. The buff removal. Honestly, I shouldn't do Beowulf. If you want to buff stack someone with budget units for funsies, Beowulf is fine, but he's too fragile for a fight like this. Shakespeare's good. You need to NP as fast as possible. I actually think you stun it on turn 1. Why can't, there he is. So that's 30% battery, so he needs 20%. I could bring in Asclepius, but boy, that's annoying. Just for 20% battery. Cairo, can you slot Shakespeare? Because then that'll work. That's actually kind of fun. Yeah, do double Shakespeare. There's our battery. The links we have to go through to mimic a 50% battery unit, by the way. Okay, I know what we're doing now. Do that. Oh, here we go. It's not gonna be budget anymore, but I want to see numbers. It's the last unit. Actually, there'll be 2 units if Cairo has Shakespeare. So I can make. I'll make that Shakespeare. Definitely switch Mystic Code. Then that would be Shakespeare, and then you Chen Gong's Shakespeare number 2. The thing is, the fight might be over by then, but if it's, I guess Hans, because stars and crit up. Either that or just Mozart, but I guess Hans. And then Bedivere in case of emergency. Okay, I like this. Alright, let's see if we can get Shakespeare. That works too. Let's see if Cairo's got... Anyone got Ox King? Because if we have Ox King Shakespeare, that's better, but this is probably fine. Also, that's CE. I see what you're doing. Nope, well, it feels bad. Alright, it's all as it is. Okay. Alright, Chen Gong doesn't need MLBK scope because he's got the passive. That art for Shakespeare is awesome. His final ascension. For day 1 FGO and a bronze unit, that's pretty great. Shame we didn't get Buster cards. We got a fucking art card. My damage though, that really sucks. I kind of want to reset because we got the Chen Gong crit stuff and like that sucks. So we'll see what we get anyway though, but that really sucks. One Buster card, we could have crit with that, with the Buster up, the crit up, the Shakespeare Buster buffs, anti-dragon damage, the attack up. I guess you could wait a turn as well. I could have just stunned and done nothing. Not for all low star supports, that's pretty good. Not quite enough. I think you could definitely one turn that if you got a Buster card though. See, he'll kill it now, but it's way less impressive. I could have, like, these Buster cards would have done so much more damage on the previous turn. This probably is not a stage I'm gonna keep around though, because it's not really a lot to it. It's just a high HP Lancer that has buff removal, so it's not too interesting. Hopefully the other ones are better. So far, the crab one is probably my favorite. I actually kind of wish I'd kept the crab one, but we'll see. The caster one was funny, but it's pretty hard to play around with that one, because it's either just survive for 5 or 6 turns, or just do, you know, ridiculous whale buff stacking. That's pretty much the only 2 ways. Obviously the surviving way is very easy, but it's so easy that it's boring. I have absolutely no need for eggs. I have so many of them. I don't really have any of the units that use them, so I've just passively built them up. I've pretty much only needed them for Asclepius and Jason. Alright, Berserker. It is pretty likely that the next Fate mobile game would be bad, but you never know. I'd give it a chance, right? I'd give anything a chance, really. But I do expect the next Fate mobile game to be really bad and have gear. I think it's definitely going to have gear. It's a beast. It's a beast. Protoku has anti-beast, and so does the Super Orion. So it's definitely a beast. It's such a shame that my Protoku doesn't. I don't have the event CE. I haven't really played the ult account. All right, I'm gonna throw shade at Protoku right now. Because I bet you he's gonna do better anyway. We'll see. I will say, since Protoku got buffed, I don't know, he still can do worse than Ku though, just because he has so much less survivability. Like the challenge quest, there's just no way Protoku can solo that, where Ku can do it easily. And even if the boss was a beast, that wouldn't really change it. Oh, it's Taiga. That's funny. She has damage resist though, so she's actually, this should be a good one actually. Berserker with damage resist. It's like Gwen level damage resist. This could be something. Is Taiga the hero that we needed? I forgot to change George's thing. He's got his NP. I kind of want to do it just cause it will do like no damage. Because he's level 1. Yeah, let's see level 1. Level 1 George NP against damage resist. She's a dragon beast. Oh, triple digit damage. And in total it'll be 4 digits. Barely. That's a lot of damage resist. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty tanky. Shame George didn't get his quick card. Quick chain there would be cool. I actually suspect for new players, this is probably the hardest one of the lot. I don't think this is that hard to deal with, and a lot of things can solo it, I suspect, and you could definitely just, you know, use a team and you'll be alright. But like the cockadoodle-doo space dragon, or space unicorn, whatever, chicken, you know, they just last 6 turns, you know, no problem. And that's super easy on any account. The dragon's not that bad. You can just use the story supports and whatnot. I could see this one fucking some people up if they were weaker accounts. Like if you're a stronger account, it's not, but I could see it being a bit tough. Although honestly, the story support Super Orion can probably just instantly body this, I suspect. Because he might be a story support, but he's still Super Orion. His MP5, oh my god, only 60k. Woo boy! You know what's crazy is Ku can solo the challenge quest like it's nothing, but I'm actually thinking he's not going to solo this. We shall see. But that was so little damage that I'm not holding my breath here. Not as hard as Gilfest Taiga, for sure, but Now, I could use my third skill, and if she does, like, stupid actions, I could potentially live, but it's very unlikely, so I think I just take the higher damage. I really wanted to have Guts, though, for her in P, but I'll just have to use my invulnerability. That's unfortunate timing. Actually, this might be a stage where Proto Coup is better than regular Coup, and it's because she doesn't have break bars. That's why Proto Coup, even if Proto Coup had his beast damage against the dinosaur, which I don't think he does, but even if he did, he still couldn't do it because of the break bars, and it's just so much health, you have to have the survivability. Where here, you can win by just punching through with really big damage, and Proto Coup will have bigger damage here. We're about to face the claw. Not sure that's the right play because I don't have the Merlin command code back. So I do think this is the hardest one of this lot. 94%! Damn it, I wanted to do my gut skill and then just instantly in P and then crit next turn, but we might not have time now. That is unfortunate. Imagine being able to solo the challenge quest. We didn't crit with anything there. That was like, what, 40, 50, 70, and nothing crit. Anyway, imagine being able to solo the challenge quest. But, Taiga, though. Devastating teacher. Alright, well, we found a stage worth a damn, chat. I think we can use chat's units and my units, and we'll just, you know, use random things and see how far they get. Oh my god, if I had used, by this point, I could have used my third skill a few times, and I could have lived there. I could have got one more turn, because she just did, like, double quick. Can I get one more NP? If I get lucky, yes, I'll go for it. I can't win, but I want to get as far as possible, right? Can't have Ku embarrass himself here against the competition. I really wish that quick had crit. Would have helped me get my NP here. Okay, got it anyway. Okay, well, he got far, but not enough, not enough. I could change command codes and stuff. My command codes definitely aren't the right for this fight, but changing around command codes and stuff is not going to result in another 150k or whatever, I don't think. Actually, I think he can beat this, because I just realized if I was healing throughout that, I could have lived another turn or two, and with a different command, he might be able to beat this. I don't think he'd have a good win rate though, like no way, but I think he might be able to just barely beat that. Because you could get more value, you could, I don't know, might be just out of his range. Enkidu though, Enkidu, he will stun here, so I think Enkidu got it. This is definitely where Enkidu will one-up Ku for sure. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let me nuke my invites. And so if you want to use your unit against Taiga, put it in the all slot. So reminder, put whatever you want me to use in the all slot, because she's a berserker and you can use anything. So literally, the only class we won't use is Foreigner, because that's just a joke. Because that makes berserkers way too easy. So you can use anything but Foreigner. And also, I guess MASH is all right. No, I'm banning MASH because I don't want to be here for 40 years. Because MASH can probably beat it because she won't take any damage. Taiga doesn't hit that hard. You could probably just loop forever with MASH and win, but I'm so banning that. That'll take way too long. None of that stall shit. So no foreigners and no MASH. sure if Joan of Arc... Actually, Joan of Arc could probably do it. She doesn't hit that hard. I have way too many people on my friends list. Hold on, I gotta purge some. This is getting way out of hand. Got 55. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, I can always add Jay if he plays again. The thing is, the ones that haven't logged in don't show up and they don't take up space. So it's not really, they're not the problem. Let's see here. All these Obrims, want to remove all of them. Normally remove JP names because I don't know who the hell they are. Some of these people are here right now though, and I can just use their units. Okay, I can just add rope again. Oh, I wish the support system wasn't awful. That mash, though. Okay, well, let me... Here, fuck. There's like no good way to update your support system. Our list. Let me just relog. Really the only good way to do it quickly. Yeah, Taiga's divine, so Enkidu should shred. No, we don't have anybody. I guess we'll just use the people that are already on our list then. I'll put my code up here for a second, but yeah, I guess we don't have nobody. Well, I'll use, I guess we'll use Enkidu real quick, see how that does. I guess we can test Scath too. Oh shit, it's divine, so Scath gets her third skill. Scath should actually be really good here then. Yeah, we can try Masashi. It doesn't matter if you're not a servant, your traits still stay the same. Like, that's not how that works. And every once in a while, though, they do make custom enemies that don't have their typical traits. They do that, but not being a servant's not part of that. But, like, they have made custom enemies for the story that don't have, like, what they typically have. And sometimes they've even had like shadow servants represent other things, and they've actually had like they've given them extra traits. Archer Nobu probably wouldn't work here, but okay, we got Beastly. I'm sure Fujino can do well here. That's one I want to try. I figure Beastly's already tried it, but I'm sure she does all right. Okay, we got Zoomer, of course. Oh, here, we can just put the vent filter on. Okay, so we got Clown Boy, Fujino, Say, William Tell, Yuri Pirates aren't MLB. Okay, that's all we got right now. Let's go with... I guess we can try Fujino. Atlas for sure. So I want to give Ku a shot again later. Because I can make his command codes better, and with better luck, I think he can get farther. I guess I give him like the anti-divinity one. I might even give Ku the heal boost command code, because I think Ku can beat it. I do think Ku can beat it. You just need to actually get value out of your third skill. Well, that's a pretty garbage opening hand. Thanks, game. I wish Aerie was here right now. We could try Hot Wheels. Because he's like the other end of the spectrum compared to Fujino. I don't need the Merlin command code right now, but I want the Brave Chain. I'll put up whatever you want, Arjuna. We'll just whatever people want. Don't think Landling will... Well, actually, the boss really doesn't do that much damage, so Landling probably could... I'm not gonna do that, though. That would take so fucking long. Like, I mean, look at how little damage this boss takes, right? Like, that would be so boring with Landling. Like, fuck that. What's the play here? Guess Buster. Should have swapped those. Even though the crit is higher, the anti-divinity is better. True, Landling does have bonus damage. Guarded the buff block. That's unfortunate. At least we got a crit. Nice damage, nerd. Yeah, Landling could last a really long time with heal command codes and stuff. Her damage is not that high. 50% crit is nice, but I want to heal and I want to get my MP, so I'm going to do that. So because the boss doesn't do a lot of damage per attack, units like Hercules and Ku are actually not favored. So you want units with really high damage and then some survivability. Not sure this is right because I won't make any stars. So I don't think I should have done what I did last turn because I'm going to overcharge. Nice crit. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna overcharge then. I can see Mel doing pretty well. Ooh, we just got Buster crit and she had a crit up buff. Crit damage up. That's bad. I don't think a lot of units are going to be able to solo this, though. I think some will, and the ones that will are ones that have niches, like anti-divinity and stuff like that. Those are definitely the ones that are going to have the best chance here. You know, anti-beast, anti-divinity. I think Scath could do okay. The stun would be really nice. And it's not just the stun, you get the... When Scath doesn't get her anti-divinity, she's still really good. But when she does get it, she's disgusting. Oh, I see. She doesn't do her NP, she does an extra attack. Which, I mean, I'm sure it'll do enough damage to kill you, so... But no sure hit. Doing that again because I want the heal. And I'm hoping it gets me on my NP right now. Ooh. Tiger not fucking around, man. Yeah, I think the only way you're gonna beat this is with a top of the line solo unit that also has a niche. Or a foreigner, but I mean that's kind of a joke against a berserker. Like I don't think a lot of people realize this, but foreigner versus berserker is not like saber versus lancer. Like it's not at all. Because berserkers do not have an attack stat that's designed around doing half damage to the enemy. Where enemy lancers and sabers and stuff do. So like you are so disproportionately favored when you have a foreigner against a berserker. Well, we're dead here. Guess we'll do that. She still did okay. I mean, it's hard to say how good this is compared to other people because we haven't used enough other people yet. Pretty nasty though. Fujino's got a pretty insane amount of health because of the resistance. Whew. That's scary. Okay, we got a few people here as well. That's a big tuna can. Big Gareth, everyone else fucking it up and not using the right CE. That's a super big Gareth, that's 110, man. I'm glad we found a good stage though. This is... We can test almost anything we want here. Oh, that's so tempting. Well, Beastly, why do you have so many units that I want to use? Well, we'll get to them, but we gotta give someone else a chance to play here. Okay, there we got a... That's a pretty big Hot Wheels there. We're definitely gonna use that, but give me a second. I want to just kind of poke around. Oh, damn. Unfortunately, I don't think she's evil, so it won't be as good, but we got Max Luvia there. We got Kama. That's Avenger Kama, though. I think regular Kama would be really good here, too, actually. The only reason Avenger Kama will be okay here is because she's an event servant. Yeah, I think a few of the event servants can do it, because that's just a lot of oomph. Alright, let's do that. I don't think he can do this though, no way, with how Fujino just did. Because she'll live so much longer than him, and there's no way he's bursting through this. I might need to do Atlas for him actually, just because the way this fight is. Now if only we had this stage forever. Like, if they ever made an interluded this is the stage I would save. 100%. Because you can test almost any unit out here. And you can do team stuff. This is a great stage for team stuff, because the damage resist is just so high. If you buff stack and do a lot of damage, it really means something. Yeah, the Luvia stage is excellent, too. I actually kind of like this more than Luvia's stage though, because I think it's a little bit harder, although you can't test anyone you want here. But yeah, the Luvia stage was really nice. This stage might be a little unreasonable for solo though, just because it is so tanky. But it's good for benchmarking though. If almost no one can beat it, then it's still, you can see just how far can a unit get. Yeah, it's true. The event bonus does kind of suck. Because the Luvia one, there is no event bonus. That's true. I guess I need vulnerability now. I need an NP next turn. But like, Ku can solo Luvia without too much of a hassle, and that's before Ku got all of his buffs. And you know, Ku failed to solo this. Now Ku might be able to solo this, only tried it once. I think he might be able to do this, but it's definitely harder than Luvia. Do I star bomb for 80-50? Arjuna, this command code doesn't do anything here. It's not a servant, but you got like the NP damage up one, that'd be better. It's really good for Hot Wheels. I don't know. I'm gonna pray to RNGesus and then try to crit again. Cause I know if I do like the guaranteed save play, it's not enough. Normally I do this stuff before, but I don't have the command code, so I won't. And I'm not super confident in ping. Yeah, I think Protoku would do pretty well here, just because it's a straight damage shot. So him having anti-beast and the upgraded NP. Unfortunately, I still don't have the... I don't play the ult account for this event, so I don't have the damage CE. I've been playing it a little bit, but pretty far off. Oh, against Luvia? I don't know. I don't think he could do it. Like, she's not a beast, and his upgraded NP really didn't make him that much better. Boy, Hot Wheels getting crushed. This is kind of a bad stage for him. Could do a bit better though if we had different command codes and better luck, but not even close to beating it. Nice crits, by the way. Dude can solo Guadia, loses to Taiga. Not quite as good as Fujino, however, if we had different command codes, got better luck, could probably keep up. Big oaf. Esports level 80, Canis. Oh, that Burgess is interesting because the boss does not actually have so much normal card damage that you can't actually... I kind of want to do that one next. That's too tempting. What else do we got? Look at all this nonsense. We do need to do Masashi. Okay, we'll do Masashi and then we'll do Burgess. I really do want to see that Burgess. Okay. Probably could have just done Buster last. We'll get our NP. It might have been worth it if I had gotten my NP right there, but 98%. That's a hand. Dude, if I'd gotten my NP, that'd have been awesome. I don't really want to waste a heal, so let's make some stars. Well, great start for Masashi, though. Wow, we even got a quick crit. Some more stars. Alright, here we go. I think I still need to star bomb that. Let's see the damage. I think we'll do Burgess next, and then we'll do Scath. So, in Kidu and Scath should both do a little bit better than Ku because the boss is divine. And they might be able to win, especially in Kidu. I think I could see in Kidu being able to win here. Hey, 73k is a lot here. Why did I not do the Buster up? What am I doing here? Well, just get your NP, forehead. Clearly, we just knew we weren't gonna crit. Some things just never change. Didn't get our NP. Oh, never mind. Tiger heard me. Honestly, this is not that bad of a performance. Let's see. Honestly, this is better than I thought she would do, so I'm kind of impressed. Just crit at the end here. Just one crit game. Give me one. Come on. Yes. Okay. That's respectable. Although doesn't she have anti-berserker? So I guess that you know, Ku and her are a little bit advantaged against everyone else there. How far did Ku get? I think he made it to like 100 and like 20k or something. By the way, Ku's really good. That's pretty good. That's not bad. You don't need to delete stuff like that. I mean, you can decry it, but it's not backseating. Yeah, I think if I really min-max the hell out of Ku and you get lucky as fuck, I think Ku can solo it. But, not easily or reasonably. Alright, Burgess time, then Scath time. We really should do Okita if Truck-kun is here. Buff Ku again, got it. I don't know about that one. Can you, even if we brought a level 104 Deer Mid, right? He's not getting anywhere. How about that Baldy though? Cause I'm sure you've tried that, Cairo. How did that go? We'll use Doorman in here somewhere. Don't actually want to use the Merlin command code right now. Let's do that. Now, I don't need a heal, but I'd actually like to remove that attack buff. I think I cast it then. Sadly, no sunlight. I forgot. Wrong Mystic Code. She can still work okay with that one, but it's not as good as Atlas. Like, no way. Yeah, the story I think is the weakest part of Tales of Arise. It's not the best. It gets better as I've gotten farther in it. It does get better, but that is, I think, definitely the weakest part. And also, I think the enemy variety could be a bit better. Like, there's not a whole lot of, like, there's variety with the bosses, but there's not a whole lot of variety with the trash mobs. It's okay. I mean, they definitely have, you know, more than one trash mob, but it's not as good as some of the other games. But the trash mobs do have meaningful movesets, which is nice. If I can use it on turn 1, it's okay. It'll be back when I need it. guess that. Not a lot of stars, but you never know. It could land a crit. Do I do the buff removal to just get rid of a crit buff? It's not as good. I think I'll still do it. Stars or a 10% higher chance to crit. I think the stars. Let's go. That's 70% crits. I'll be so happy because we'll have double buster up, attack up. First card buster bonus, 3 of a kind bonus, anti-divinity bonus. Yeah, I'll stream our eyes later. Assuming I will say today is rough. I was feeling rough anyway. I had my shots today and they fucked me up a lot. And I can barely breathe right now. I'm pretty much being a mouth breather right now, which always makes it being a mouth when you can't breathe through your nose and you're trying to talk. It is so difficult. It's one of those days. Okay. We don't have the heal command code, so we do that. I'll take these crits. Damn, man, she is just shredding us right now. I really wish I'd gotten my NP because it would heal me, and then I could do we gotta get lucky here and not die. If I do invulnerability now, we're screwed. Don't kill me, brah. Damn. And she just did a little bit too much damage. We absolutely could have lived longer there and gotten way more value, because then we could have done invulnerability, NP'd again, used our third skill again, healed again, and we could have kept going for a good chunk of more turns. She definitely did more damage there than normal, I feel. Much oof. Ooh, that Gareth. Oh wait, hold on. I said I'd do Scath next, so we'll do that. Gareth is not going to win this, but I am curious to see how far she can get. We'll do Gareth next. Okay. So what I could have done to make Ku better would be like anti-divinity and then maybe heal boost. And maybe even heal on something, and then use your third skill a lot, and then I think Ku can probably do it, actually. Because, yeah, he wasn't... Both of his Buster command codes were doing nothing, so that adds up. Yeah, we'll do Canis as well. That is not Scath, that is Scatty. Isn't there a crit, an anti-divinity crit one? Is it Nobu? That'd be crazy. Am I nuts? It is Nobu? Let me see. I think we go with that. It's either that or healing. I think we'll do that. Damage, damage. It's hard to damage race this, though, unless you're a foreigner. You take so much damage yourself. Yeah, that Gareth will be next. That guy's Dude, how much FP have you rolled? Because Gareth doesn't get retroactive coins. That guy must have used so much FP, dude. Either that or just got insanely lucky. Because, oh my god, you need like, what, 30 coins per Grail? And I didn't see if how are there no George? Oh, it's because I don't have, that's why. There we go. Only 1.2 mil? That's not bad. I mean, that's obviously a lot, but that's pretty lucky, I would say. I thought it'd be way more than that. Because I've rolled more than that, and I don't have enough Gareth coins to do that. Oh, we keep forgetting to fix this. Thankfully, it hasn't come back to bite us in the butt yet. Oh, it's because I'm using the other setup. It's only for my units that it matters. Oh, how I wish we had story replay. Bad start. Wow, that was just sad right there. Come on, give me something, game. Got enough. Yeah, I know full pause carryover. I've seen that. Weird. All right. Man, this crit spread could have been better, but we'll deal with it. Come on, Scath, you're in your niche. I think you are. Yep, I saw the bonus damage. Oh boy. We're gonna die. I think it was 68k. So I'm gonna do double quick because they're all the same crit chance. The crit chance is what matters, but their command codes are better here. Enlist? No, we want to do damage. So we're gonna do the boring combo instead. We have crit up and all that, so can't waste it. No, I don't know about that, because stunning is probably better than critting. So getting your NP faster is a big deal. Although I probably would have gotten my NP on this next turn either way. Yeah, no, I think I did make the right decision then. It's alright. Okay, this is a little greedy, but it should be alright. Damn, I was so hoping that would crit. I actually could have done Buster or Art Buster. Ooh, that's... Taiga, that's looking an awful lot like fluffy damage. I thought she'd do better than this, to be honest. I mean, I guess she's not like grailed and everything like Ku is, but still, I thought she would do better than this. Yeah, she is definitely getting her anti-divinity damage. Boss is just that tanky. I'll save my second skill. Didn't get the crit buff. Alright, it's all about NP gain then. That's her best NP gain combo, especially if you crit. Like, that's as good as it gets, and that's all she got. Big up. Wait, no, I don't want invulnerability because I'll stun. He's not out of this yet, but he's about out of it. Okay, she's turning it around a bit though. She's not embarrassing herself anymore. Shame she didn't land that crit buff though. That would have really helped. Do I think is it the only? I'd have to get my NP this turn, otherwise it's not worth it. But from Taiga attacking me, and we have Merlin, and we could triple crit, so she'd get to like 46%. No, she'd get more than that. She's at 14. She could get to like maybe 50, 55, 58. I mean, it's very unlikely, but if Taiga, let me look at Taiga's hit count. Like, it's unlikely, but I kind of want to go for the YOLO. I just spelled Lancer without the L. Wait, that's not Taiga. Where is she? There she is. Okay. Her hit counts are 224. So if she bustered a lot, we would do it, I think. If we crit and we bust and she busters, we got it. But her quick and art is only 2 hit count, so that wouldn't be enough. Answer died, yep. I'm going for it. We're going for the bullshit RNG. Come on, Taiga, give us those buster cards. Also, we can't fail any crits. Good. By the way, I was pretty close. I was so close in the NP game. It was a little bit more than I thought. No, Taiga! No! Taiga, you're throwing! Oh my god. Taiga only attacked twice, and she didn't do any busters. Yeah, I think if she had like triple buster, we would have gotten it. Damn it. Taiga not having any of this nonsense. Yes, yeah. Alright, give me like a dying crit here, Scav. Still a pretty respectable performance, but honestly not as good as I thought it would be. I thought she could do a little bit better than that. Although in her defense, we did not land the crit buff earlier and things like that. And look at how much NP gain we get off those busters. Way better. Alright, it's Gareth time. So far, Ku has done the best. But I'm sure we'll find something that can do better, because Ku doesn't have a niche, so... Alright, where's that Gareth? The real competition to Ku, though, would be, we haven't really tried a lot of them, though. It'd be stuff like Enkidu, Kama, Gramps, you know, that kind of nonsense. Oh, we're not in the all slot. Was the rider? Look at that Edmund, though. Gareth be God. There we go. I don't think she can use Atlas. Can she? I think she wants default. That's a really hard call in this fight. Awful start. Well, I guess I do that. Now, her guts only last 3 turns, but it's a nice time to do the Star Bomb. Tough. Okay, I think I do. Sadly, we don't have our counterattack, but it's just not really meant to be here. Man, that's some damage right there. It's a shame this boss is so tanky. The 1k damage does ignore the resistance, but it's not enough really to matter in a fight like this. I mean, there are worse command codes out there, but there's definitely better. Can I get my NP next turn? Damn it, we don't have the Merlin command code. Fuck. If we did, I think we might be able to do it. It's gonna be close. So, if we had Merlin, we would be at 71. Okay, that's not a high hit count. That's not a high hit count either. Wouldn't have made it. Well, there goes our counterattack. Do the crit first though, because it's the counterattack one. And we, I guess quick, yeah. Okay, that worked out. Fuck, our guts wore off. Okay, well. At least we get a nice counterattack here. For being a 2-star, she's doing pretty well. Although I guess she's kind of like a 3-star if you're 110, kind of. She's kind of like a Grail 3-star right now. But honestly, she's doing better than most of the Grail 3-stars would be doing. I mean, seriously, Deer Mid, like, seriously, a level 100 Deer Mid, I don't think would do this well. Well, the boss is female. Maybe he would. Hard to say. We're not using foreigners because they're just boring as fuck. Like, I have to stress this. So many people do not understand this. Using a foreigner against a berserker is not like using an archer against a saber, right? It's not like that at all, because berserkers are not scaled with a counterclass in mind, where archers, lancers, assassins, casts, all that stuff is. Like, this boss's damage is just so pathetic if you're a foreigner. Like, look at Gwain's damage, right? Look at Gwain's damage. If you are an archer, he still hits you really hard, right? Because he's scaled for that, where no berserker hits a foreigner hard. The only berserker that hits foreigners hard is Godjuna. But even then, right, he's supposed to basically one-shot everybody, where he's not going to one-shot a foreigner. Now, some people, like, the thing is, it's really fucked up, because this is why I wish they never made Foreigner. Foreigner is a very badly designed class, in my opinion, because they literally can't scale bosses with foreigners in mind. They can't. There's just not enough foreigners in the game, and most players won't have them. So there's a reason why berserkers are not scaled like, you know, the really hard bosses for the other classes, because it's just broken. But then because of that, if you do have a foreigner, it's just way too easy. So it's like, it's really messed up. Arjuna, my face cards are NP alter. Yeah, that's about right. Obviously, the thing is, Gwain's not supposed to be super hard, though, in comparison to, like, more current content, right? Like, that's not because he's a saber, that's just because he's really old content. But if you look at, like, you know, more recent bosses that are just a straight class, you know, Bull of Heaven, for example, the amount of damage Bull of Heaven does to riders, you know, is way more than what at most berserkers are going to do to a foreigner, relative though to what their difficulty is, right? Because the thing is, like, Fluffy is supposed to murder you, right? That's the part of, that's like his normal core damage is supposed to be insanely high. That's like the point. It's obvious, because even when Berserkers do so much damage that a foreigner isn't going to just face tank it, the boss is then designed around it being very paper cannon-y like that. Like, just how it is, right? Where that's just straight not how they design, you know, archers and Berserkers, you know, like Sitting Master and Shimosa and, you know, Raiko and all that. Like, that's just not how they design all that stuff. Because you are going to be counterclassing them, because they're so aware that you're going to be counterclassing regular class, like Lee in Lost Belt 3, right? Lee in Lost Belt 3. You know, they know you're going to be using casters and things like that. Although Lee is kind of weird because we don't have a budget DPS caster, but you know, that's a whole different issue. But you know, those straight classes, you know, because what I see a lot of people saying is like, oh, but God Juna can still do good damage to foreigners and stuff. But that's because God Juna, you're not supposed to be able to face tank a hit from him anyway. You know, you're supposed to be using things like taunt walls or just, you know, invulnerability for the team, or, you know, lots of defense up. You know, you're supposed to be doing stuff like that where you don't have to do nearly as much of that stuff for a foreigner. And again, it's not like that for for other bosses, right? If you're fighting a nasty, you know, rider boss and you're using assassins, right? It's like, it's not relative like that. Another example is also rulers. Rulers is a big one where they're like disproportionately easy if you use Avengers. Like, they're not, because again, they don't, most of the player base isn't going to have Avengers. Okay, who we want to use now? I mean, literally nothing should have countered Berserkers. That was such a stupid idea, because everything counters them and they counter everything, right? So like, making one that, you know, properly counters them is just so broken. Like, it's just bad because foreigners are so shit almost for anything else, right? That's why they have to give foreigners such bullshit toolkits. Like, look at MHXX and like Van Gogh's toolkits, right? They're ridiculous, and the reason they're ridiculous is because they're neutral against almost everything in the entire game, and they're not even necessary for the Berserkers, because you can just beat the Berserkers with something else. All right, yeah, we'll do Zoomer. We can find Says. Because like, here's an example. They've made some bosses that are a normal class that are supposed to do insane normal card damage, right? And with ones like that, you know, a lot of times you really can't face tank them with just their straight counter class. You know, you're going to need a lot more help like that. But when like the difficulties like that, this is hard to articulate. Like, every time they make a boss, right, it's the amount of damage it's supposed to do, you know, air quotes, depends. You know, not every fight is designed to be a burst fight. Not every fight's designed for them to have high normal card damage. Like, Amakusa has pathetically low normal card damage when you fight him in Shimosa, right? Because his thing is like the NP and everything. So like, how much they're wanting the boss to do kind of, you know, varies. And like, not every boss is supposed to be challenge quest difficulty, right? So the harder, because the harder the fight gets, right? Like, the more ridiculous it gets, you know, foreigner might not seem as broken, but then it's going to, a lot of times it's going to be even worse for everyone else, right? Like Fluffy, I think, is a really good example, because unless you have like a lot of buffs from Nash, or using Merlin's second skill, or you got Castoria's NP or whatever, Fluffy is going to shred your DPS, and it's very easy for it to just be in one turn, right? Where it's, even with very minimal buffs from your teammates or no buffs from your teammates, Fluffy will almost never one-shot a foreigner unless you like triple crits or something stupid. And like, for example, let's with Fluffy, well, let's say you're using a normal DPS like in Kidu or whatever, and all you have is Mash's defense up buff. That's all you've got. Fluffy can still one-shot you, right? Where if it's a foreigner, absolutely not, right? There's no way. And like, the way that Fluffy is designed, it's really obvious. You know, they're aware that most players are going to have to really use like the support caster or Toria and really focus on, you know, survivability while they really have to worry about that. And you still have to worry about it to an extent with a foreigner, just a lot fucking less. Okay. And I think it's just, I guess at this point, one of the best things they could do, I guess, is adding an FP summon foreigner, and then you start scaling Berserkers with at least being aware that people have some foreigners, you know, available to them, but I don't really like that idea either. So it's kind of fucked up. Alright, when do I cast Say's Evade? I think I'll cast it next turn to be safe.
はいお任せを
1-star foreigner, yeah, that wouldn't work out. I've seen regular stage voice lines, but I have not seen Summer Says. Gonna really surprise you, chat. I wasn't exactly even thinking about, oh man, gotta check out the save voice lines, right? That wasn't really at the top of my list there. Did not even occur to me. Trying to think. Could NP right now, but I don't have quick. Okay, we'll not. We'll just wait. 6 stars though. You should have. Q's a good berserker killer, but he might be better than a 3-star foreigner, but he's not better than the well, it depends on the foreigner, but he's not better than like MHXX and things like that, like the really good ones, no way. But that's true, if they added a 3-star foreigner, they'd have to be really good. The thing is, if the 3-star foreigner they added was like the equivalent of Ushi or 100 Face, or even Babbage, I would say they'd probably be better than Q. Might be a bit context specific, but I want the quick up, but I don't want the battery. But I do want the stars. I think I just cast it because we have Atlas and I need to use it to get it back in time. Shame.
Put your hands up, check it out. Oh, そうだ、京都行こう。おいでやす京都、おこしやす京都。ぶぶ漬けおいしい。やったー。それ、ぐるぐるっと。
That was respectable. I like how when you have the evasion buff, you don't even move. You just stand there like nothing's happening. You're evading so fast, you're like being super anime, right? Where you're moving like Dragon Ball Z speed and then moving back to where you were so they don't notice. I think I do that. This should work. I'm gonna make some stars here. Nope, should have done more NP gain. We get the NP at the end of our turn though, so we might be okay. Yeah, I think I could have just put the art card last and that might have been alright. Yep, if I just put the art card last. Oh, we done goofed. Damn, damn, damn. Now our quick up is gonna go away. Yeah, she's not a servant here for some reason. No fun allowed. Still though, for being AoE, she's doing pretty good. We haven't even used an AoE unit here. Well, I guess Burgess, but barely counts. Such a shame we didn't get that second NP in time. So say, what do you normally do when you do stuff like this after your NP? Do you normally like Buster, art, or do you art quick? Like what do you normally do? Because getting another NP there is definitely good, but also the crits are good and you don't want to waste the Buster. His first card Buster bonus with crits is just so big. I guess it depends on the enemy hit count. Because the enemy hit count's high, you definitely do like Buster quick. Well, I know NPQQ, I mean after that, the turn after NP. Yeah, obviously you do NPQQ. We're not gonna live very long, so I think I cast my skills now just to get some value out of them. This will work though because we got our battery thing. Don't kill me, don't kill me. Taiga. Why are you like this?
天使様だって
On a really good run, and I mean a really good run, she might be able to get to half health. Man, I wonder if Enkidu's gonna get fucked up with Scath not doing so good there. That's an interesting one. We're doing a lot of Lancers. Alright, let's do that one and then we'll do Enkidu. Because that really is that's upgraded as hell. Well, if you don't have the event CE, you can just Zerg to 70k points and you can get it that way.
死なんと戦い
But what I would do, and this is what I did on my main, is I picked a stage that dropped it,
しょうがないという
and then I focused on point gain in that stage. So if I got the point gain and I got a chance of getting a drop. But yeah, if it's just bad RNG, then you get to 70k and you get it. I'll keep this stage around for a while though, because I don't think you unlock anything of note from beating it. Obviously, I have to beat it before the event ends because I need the Grail. But we can keep it around. Because this is tough. Like you really gotta. We're separating the mice from the men here. Let me look at her toolkit real quick. Crap, I have hiccups now. That's obnoxious. Well, I didn't get my NP. I guess I just fire everything. Probably because I'm not breathing properly. I really will. I'm going to try later though to see if I can solo it with Ku, because this is a nasty ass stage. I mean, we're seeing a lot of powerful units get destroyed. I really do want to test with some of the other big boys like Kama and Gramps. You know, some of the other really good solo units. Quite a few of them out there. Okay, nice easy loop though. Perfect timing for the Merlin command code. Yeah, we'll use Canis. She won't beat it though. No offense to Canis, but she's not on the level of like Kama and Ku and all that. Like, she's close, she's in like punching distance, but she's definitely overall not in that that bracket. Damn. The heal is pointless. 40% crit versus more faux pas. I guess the 40% crit because it has some faux pas. Barely got that back in time. If I could somehow loop here, and Merlin's on cooldown. If there was ever a time to loop though, now is it. Got a 50% chance to crit. My Wonder Twins couldn't do it? Yeah, I wouldn't think so. You just got destroyed by the normal attacks. And they often can't loop against Berserkers. Oof. Yeah, with how we saw like Masashi do and stuff, I wouldn't think the Wonder Twins could do it. Yeah, if you send me an invite, I'll add you. I'll pretty much use whatever you put in the all slot. Just no mash, no stall, no foreigner. Oh, so close to looping. Well, time for the sweet embrace of death. I don't like using Mothman, but I wonder if this boss has enough hit count to enable Mothman's looping. I feel like it's not consistent enough. When she does the 4 hits, she does. But you're gonna have times where she doesn't. The thing is, do you have enough like healing and stuff to make up for those turns where you don't? That was a little rough. Was that the one you wanted me to use? You gotta do the event CE. There's no doing this without the event CE. Not solo anyway. Outside of stall units. I'm certain some stall units could win without it, but that would take like 9 years. I'm gonna be right back. I need to get water. Okay. Chad having a party, I see. Let's give Enkidu a go here. See how he does compared to Scath and Ku and all that. So far, though, Ku is kind of shredding everybody, but I do think there's some really big boy units out there that could keep up or do better. But I do think Ku could do better as well. Well, like, God, these freaking hiccups, dude. But, you know, I didn't have the right command codes and all that. Yeah, we'll use Canis after Enkidu. Ku got to about 120k or something. But he had 2 command codes that did nothing in the entire fight. I think he can do it. I think he can do it. You'll have to get lucky. He's not gonna do it. Like, Ku can beat the challenge quest basically, like, no matter what happens with RNG. Yeah, his win rate's probably like 95% or some crap. But there's no way your win rate on Taiga would be like that. When it comes to raw point-to-point value, which is what this fight is, Ku is just really nutty. Now, if Enkidu was maxed the hell out, he might be able to do it too, because Enkidu has his niche. This Enkidu is not maxed the hell out, although he is really upgraded. He's 10, 10, 10, level 90. I think he's NP3. These hiccups will not die. Okay, we definitely need heal boost. Yeah, Enkidu has Berserk passives, so I think I have it on him already. I'll check. I think we're gonna want the heal command code as well. Yeah, the anti-berserker passive is really good. The other classes are just, you're not gonna use them very often, so. Alright, let me check his skills. Okay, hey, I have it. Let me upgrade it as much as I can. Need those Lancer gems. QP out the window right now. Kind of excited for this one. Look at all that health. Alright, go get him. We really do gotta test Proto-Coup out though. This is his moment, right? Like, this is definitely when you're supposed to. I gotta get that fucking damage CE. I'm literally gonna do this event on my ult account just for that. What a pain. Unnecessary NP gain right now. I think Enkidu is about to get a lot of screen time in Fate Strange Fake. Like, I think it's coming up. Honestly, I think I just NP right now. The stun doesn't buy me any survivability because George, but it just makes sense. I mean, he's done stuff. He had, obviously his fight with Gilgamesh, he's had a lot of talking scenes. You know, he's hinted at Watcher. And it's kind of obvious he has screen time coming up. Okay, good hand. Wasting my heal, unfortunately, but can't say no to that damage. But really, Taiga is not a threat to humanity. He would easily do this if that was the case. But Enkidu does have so many niches. He normally gets one of them. Quite good. What? Oh, she guarded the crit down. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, her crit chance is crazy low, so it's probably alright. That 50% crit is awfully tempting, but I need to get my NP. I mean, just land the art crit. Damn it. We would already have our NP if he'd landed that. Now it's like up to her. Oh, good start. All right, I think we got it. All right, there we go. All good. Yeah, I stand stir. I think Berserker in Kidu is one of the strongest things out there because he's weaker as not Berserker. The only issue is he might be like he could be tricked. He could lose because of intelligence stuff. But in raw power, he should be stronger than Gil because Enkidu is tied with Gil essentially. And Berserker Enkidu is stronger than regular Enkidu, so it just makes sense. But it's hard to say. Gil's nuts and all, so. And if Gil's ever going to be serious, it would be against Enkidu. But it's not like Berserker Enkidu's an idiot, because he actually says he has extremely good instincts, but he doesn't have wisdom, right? He's got, like, doesn't have human wisdom, but he has extremely good, like, beastly instincts, so in some ways he's more dangerous, it just depends. Now, if I do Atlas, I could get my Buster up, but that's totally not worth it. Guess I quit quick here. Who knows? Gilgamesh's master has the Potion of Youth, and maybe for some reason Enkidu's gonna drink it and turn into Berserker Enkidu essentially, because that's what would happen if he drank the potion, I think. By the way, we haven't taken damage yet. Getting a little weird. No, maybe I don't need to have Atlas hit my third skill. Maybe I just bring back my second skill. I guess NP gain is what's important right now. Or quick chain. If I had Merlin, I would do art quick, but because I don't, I'm not sure. I'll do it. Maybe we get the art crit. Nice. So if I had the Merlin command code, I would be at 65. Still probably wouldn't get my NP, so maybe quick chain was better. Because I get my NP this turn either way, and then with the quick chain I would have a better... Yeah, quick chain would have been better. Can't call them all right. It is tempting to get my evade back here, but I think we phase tank here and finally use our third skill. So I need to use the heal boost. Enkidu is such a good unit, man. What the hell? Dude, this boy, this Clay. Of course we get crit. Almost no one has been crit this entire time. And then of course fucking Enkidu gets crit. Not that it mattered, but you know, principle. Alright, we will Atlas after we use our evade, because it's coming back here. Dude, Enkidu is so good! This is... By the way, this proves what I've said. I've always said, people always say that, like, Scath against Divinity is better than Enkidu, because she stuns all the time, and then she gets the bonus damage, where Enkidu only stuns if they're divine. It's just not true. If they're divine, Enkidu is the one that's advantaged, because Enkidu is better than her. That's the point. Enkidu ultimately is just better than she is for like point-to-point value. And then if he gains stun, it's just broken, right? Her gaining some extra damage is nice, but it's not nearly as much of a value shift as if Enkidu gains stun. Enkidu with stun is just absurd. I think a level 120 Enkidu with 2k foe and faux paws, that's just like as strong as it gets for a Lancer, dude. And then because he has niches against Berserkers and Threat to Humanity and Divinity, Kyra wasn't wrong when he said Enkidu is like the one DPS that can keep up with Kualter as just general use. I think, like, if you max out Enkidu, I mean, you kill everything with Threat to Humanity, you kill every archer, you kill just about anything with Divinity, and your straight value even at neutral is insane, right? Like, and you have the anti-berserk. He has the anti-berserker passive. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, who made this? Okay, even though I bust her up, I'm gonna do quick because I have guaranteed crit there and NP gain is good, so. Fear me indeed. It's very fitting that Enkidu is this strong because he's as strong as Gilgamesh, but he's not an arrogant, you know, ass clown. We didn't land the defense down. That sucks. Can you stop guarding, Taiga? I want my damage. Okay, now we Atlas on turn 9. I think we quick chain. Though I'd like to heal next turn. No, I have evade. I'm thinking I get rid of the heal command code then. It's not really worth. Probably replace it with either Starjin. Yeah, probably just Star Bomb. Either that or more damage. But I'm thinking Star Bomb would be fine. Damn! If I had done art on that one, I could NP right now. Huh. Maybe you always art in case you get lucky. If you get lucky one time, you're gonna get way ahead of the curve. Yeah, I think I should have done that. Stunning right now would have been incredible. Because then the one turn I phase tank is the one turn that buys me to the evade, where it's gonna be a little iffy now. Yeah, I made a mistake there. Okay, so we stun, then we evade. Yep, the bad thing is we're probably not getting our heal back. I need to then get my NP back as soon as humanly possible. So we do this. Unfortunately, we didn't get the... Well, we'll see. He guarded the defense down again, dude! Work with me! And like, it's coming down to the wire, so we need that damage. I think we're gonna win, though. It's gonna be really close. If I change the command codes, though, and I did not make that misplay earlier, you could do this really smooth. Okay, there's our stun. Oh, it's gonna be close. I think we would win if we were just landing those defense downs. If those defense downs landed, I think we would have had it, even with me making that mistake. So, I don't think we go for loop now, I think we go for damage. Crit versus 4 more stars. I think crit. Take the damage while you got it. Dude, he can totally do this. He can totally do this. He might even do it now, but if I you fucking guarded the Okay, well, I think he wins, but it's really obvious that if she didn't guard the defense down 3 times, I get it, she might guard 1, that's fine, but if we landed any of them, that easily makes up for 25k health. God. Alright, well, down to the wire here. We'll do slow-mo so we have more time to cancel the app. The most damage possible would be that. So if I didn't make that mistake earlier, though, I'd also have enough health to probably live another turn. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Don't even need the extra attack. So do any doubters believe me now when I'm always saying Enkidu is like one of the best units in the game when it just comes to overall value? Like, not only did he beat that when like everyone else is getting shredded, I didn't even play that right. Like I didn't even play that right, and he's level 90, right? He could be Grailed and 2K Foed and all that nonsense too, right? Not a lot of people doubt it, but there's people that doubt. Like, he's so busted. And the thing is, without his stun, yeah, obviously he's not as good, but he's still really good. Because look how far he's not like he's so far ahead of everyone else right there. The only thing that kept up there is Ku. And then without the stun, he's still comparable to Ku, and sometimes he's still better. It kind of just depends on what kind of fight it is. I'm gonna make that a video. I'm gonna make that a video, because that's great. I'll do it more with Ku too. I'm pretty convinced that Ku can do it. I just don't think Ku can do it reliably. Like, Enkidu's win rate is probably really high. If you play properly, you make no mistakes, at level 90, you know, MP3 or whatever we are, I think Enkidu's win rate is probably like 90%, maybe like 85, 80, but I think it's pretty high if you don't make any mistakes. And in Ku, it's probably like 25% or something, right? Really bad. Yeah, we'll do Trap Face and Canis here. Okay, that's the guy. That's the same name in chat. That's the guy. Okay, and that's big. All right, we'll do Canis though, because Zaw's been here and waiting for it for a while. But no, I really, with no like shadow of a doubt in my mind, Enkidu is the strongest Lancer gameplay-wise in FGO, right? He is just ridiculous, because yeah, there's certain moments where he's not going to be the absolute best, but he's always close, right? If someone beats him, it's only by a little bit, and then he beats them in so many other scenarios all the time. Like, he just has so many things in his favor. And look at that cool Final Ascension art. Nope, Ashe got wrecked. Now, we didn't use the best Ashe possible. We did use a good one. It was level 100 MP5, but we didn't have like the right command codes and things like that. He can do respectable. He does better than the average, but there's no beating it, I don't think. Now, maybe at 120 and crazy RNG and stuff, but even with that, it'd be pretty rough. He was pretty far. He's about halfway. He could get farther than halfway, though. Yeah, I don't know. At 120, he might be able to just barely do it at 120. But the 120 is no joke. Yeah, just use Necromancy. Dude, you would need so many Necromancy procs. Like, your win rate wouldn't even be 1%. Because you lose the event CE. So you have to go so much longer. I haven't tried Orion yet. I think he could. Because it's a beast. So Orion already does so much damage, but when it's a beast, he gets a bonus damage, which is absurd. So I think Orion can do it. Well, this is a nice hand. I guess I don't use the Buster though, because I mean the art though, because I want to save that, I think. You know, part of me wants to use the second skill in NP. I might even NP quick art and try to go for a double NP. It's easier to go for a double NP though if you use the second skill for the second NP. But I'll have stars next turn if I use it now. I definitely cast this. There's no world where I don't do that. Yep, I'm doing it. Do I use the first kill? No. No. Yeah, Super Orion is just so good for this because it's a beast. And he'd be good for this anyway, and the fact that she's a beast just makes it so in his favor. Okay. Can I get my NP while being greedy? I can obviously, if I do art quick, I've got it. But can I be greedy? Because greed is nice, but no, let's not throw. Let's just see. The greedy in me wants to do a monster strength right now, and then do a big combo, and then get my NP next turn, and then that lets me do monster strength sooner, so that it comes back sooner with Atlas, right? Like, I could have done it. I mean, there's no telling though. Like Taiga did a lot of busters there, but there was no way to know that she was gonna do that. But that would have been better if I had done monster strength, buster, like quick art. That would have been better, or even quick. I think quick would have worked. Okay, well, we still have guts, but it's probably not gonna go off. It could. We'll see. It'll be close. Alright, well, we get double crit buff. We get attack up. Buster chain, first card buster bonus. Just don't miss the crits. Good. Good. A lot of damage. Not, living there. What's the play? I think I have to cast this, even though actually, you know what? I think I should have saved that. And the reason, even though the stars are nice to get now, the attack down next turn, it would be pretty important, because the attack down with the damage cut could potentially mean my guts doesn't go off. Come on, land that 70% crit. I saw that guard. Not bad, not bad. She's certainly not embarrassing herself. This is quite a good performance. Okay, never mind. The attack down here would not have mattered because it's the NP turn. Now we'll get the double crit buff again, but no attack buff. So we're, for real value, we gotta land the crits. We got 50 and 60. We want one crit. If we have double crit buff, we don't want both of those going to waste. What a bad timeline. Very nice. Okay, not so good on that one, but oh, this is totally respectable. Alright, looking like our last turn. Come on, give me some crits. Give me something. Yes! Yes! Damn it! That was the most important one, but alright, that's good. Yeah, about there is where I think Ash could get, you know, like if he was, oh. Really? Well, we squeezing out a bullshit turn. I'll take that. Hey, look, we got our last turn of monstrous strength. It's not over yet, boys. We're obviously not winning, but 231. That's very respectable, but you can really clearly see what I'm saying by, you know, she's not quite on par with Ku and then Kidu and that kind of thing, but she's in punching distance. I'm not convinced that Proto Ku is going to do better than Ku here. We'll see. I'll get the CE and find out, but honestly, I think he might still do worse. I hope he doesn't, because that's just embarrassing. If Proto Ku does worse than Ku here, that is just absolutely embarrassing. But I think Ku can beat this, and on one try, he got rather close. Honestly, I think Proto Ku might just fall over and die, so... Like, the lack of survivability on Proto Ku is very noticeable. Actually, I think isn't there the human command code that does bonus damage to beasts, and the beast one does bonus damage to humans or whatever? Like, obviously those command codes suck because they're 2 stars. But let me look. Yeah, there is bonus damage to beasts. You get 5% bonus damage to beasts, which not exactly the best, but. All right, where is that trap? I added them, didn't I? I wonder if his friends list was full, because if it's full, it won't actually add them. I've had that happen before. Someone sends me an invite and I clicked accept, and then but their friends list is full, so it doesn't actually happen. They might need to relog then, because they are not coming up. Let me check. I hate stages where you have to watch the cutscene before the gameplay and all that, and you have to like back out and go through it again. Ridiculous. No, we got him on there. Hasn't logged in 14 minutes though, so that's probably why. It's so ridiculous saying that, but that's how it is. Yeah, just relog. That'll work. You know, or an easy way to relog is just change the craft essence on anyone on your support list. Just make it something else, and then the game will update you. It's actually what a lot of people do when they're trying to get FP rapidly, is they'll have like a meta support list during an event, and pretty frequently they'll go to their support list and just switch around to CE and switch it back to just continuously be at the top of people's lists and just get summoned over and over. Like that's a real game, gaming moment. Like that absolutely works. If you have like a super meta support list for an event and you're frequently doing that to be at the top of people's lists, you'll get summoned like crazy. You see, look, 0 minutes, instantly get them. Usurps level 1 mash, you die in 1 hit. Hey Ghost, thank you for the 16 months, man. Damn. Just casually says hello when you drop a sub like that. Alright, let me bring up his toolkit here. I haven't looked at it in a while. Right, he got the buffed first skill. That's a big help to him. Alright. Yeah, I see we've got his passives, that's good. What is his third passive? Any chance he got Berserker? He did not, god damn it. I had a dream. Okay, I guess we will evade now. The stun might pop up at like the worst time ever, but I could NP right now if I wanted to. Let me think. You make the stars. If I NP'd right now, I wouldn't be able to quick chain. I think we don't. I think we just take the brave chain. Okay, definitely this. Crit spread could have been better. I'm really hoping we don't just get blasted by horrible stun timing.
月を見上げるウサギとて理性のない時もある。いくぞウルターのカリゴランセ。
You know what's funny with what Cairo just said? That makes Avengers even more broken. That's the thing, when they do stuff like that, it makes Avengers even more broken. Because they're so blatantly not scaling them with counterclass damage in mind. Okay, that worked out. I'm literally kind of throwing my stars away here, but... Gotta make sure I get my NP. $96! Oh, I should have done an art card. I thought he would do it. And he had quick up, you know, NP at the end of the turn. Like, oh my god. What a joker. Well, we gotta do this. Guess we, man, that means we're gonna lose our buff. That sucks. But we're not a rider version. That's not really throwing, that's just unfortunate luck, really. We're gonna need that stun at a good time. Thankfully, because we just now applied the evade, as long as it procs before we die, it'll always be worth. By the way, and we've said this before, but I do think he's one of the better solo sabers, honestly. Like, the stun with the evade, just, it's a lot of survivability. I think the only saber that's on par and potentially greater, it just depends on, like, all kinds of things, is Sitting Master. But I do think normally he does better than Masashi Onkita and all that. Now, they do really good too. It's not like they're bad, but I do think he's better. It's because of the extra survival. The extra survival is just enough to push him over the edge. And that's why Sitting Master keeps up, because Sitting Master also has extra survival. Taiko-chan is really good too, actually, but she's so different. She's really hard to quantify because she's AoE and has all these weird utilities, so it's very context specific. There are definitely times though where she's the best, but I think for straight value it might be the trap here. I don't know if quick is worth it when we have so little time left and you have a 100% buster crit, but I got the quick up, so we'll do it. Honestly, Rider Trap doesn't really hold up that well. I mean, he's fine. I think a lot of people act like he's got... You know, he's like garbage. He's not garbage, but there's a lot of riders that blow him out of the water. He's not really keeping up with the big boys, where Saber Trap absolutely keeps up with the big boy solo units. Yeah, Taiko-chan is still good at single target. She gets a lot of her damage from normal cards, so it works out. Okay, well, we are dead now, but this is a completely fine performance. Like, this is way better than the average of what we see out of units here. Like, we're not expecting most units to be like Enkidu and, you know, win, right? That doesn't happen very often. I really am proud of my coup, though, because he's beating everybody but Enkidu. And he's a 3-star, for God's sakes, and, you know, we're using a lot of units that are, you know, super upgraded. There are a few other units, though, that I think can beat this, for sure. There's a couple of them out there, I think. Coup is not balanced. I mean, you're correct. I mean, there's just no other 3-star that keeps up. I mean, Coup is beating, like, over level 100 5-stars, right? There's no other 3-star that can do that. The only other one even in, like, close to that is 100 Face, which actually we should use 100 Face here. but I think I'll save that for tomorrow. I'm gonna do an account review real quick because I keep forgetting to do those, and we're about to open up the account reviews. We're probably gonna open them up tomorrow. Just look out for the post by Aries. Gonna put a post in our announcement channel when they're open, and that's probably gonna be tomorrow. But so I'm gonna do an account review here, and then I think I'm gonna do some Tales of Arise. And if Cairo, if you know, if you want to stream, you know, I could send the FGO people your way. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Let's take a look at White Flags, because White Flags has been around for a while. He's one of the last account reviews we have of the first batch. And hey, Nino, thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate it, dude. Let me make sure I get this on screen properly. That's not quite right, but close. All right, oh God, this is a lot of text. My FGO life story. I blame my friend for getting me into Fate at all. I know literally nothing. I didn't even know that Fate Stay Night existed game-wise. That's a lot of people, apparently. I was possibly worse. FGO was the first gacha game I played on my first smartphone ever. You know, actually, same for me. It took me a while to get a smartphone because I just didn't need one with like the jobs that I had, and like I had a laptop and stuff. I just did not need one. But I eventually got one, and the first game I got on it was FGO. There was a lot to learn at the time. My friend had to tell me how to level my units because they used to not tell you that. I swear, this game. Yeah, I remember the early days of FGO. I think a lot of people didn't know how to level their units because they're like, I'm using them, but they're just getting Bond. What's Bond do? My first day in FGO was around Halloween #1. I'm guessing on this was on NA, leading to my first mistake. Oh, I think I might have heard of this. Oh God, I wanted to play the event, so I rushed for Yuki in France. So I ended up burning Casterku, thinking I could just get him later. The question is, why did you do that, right? Like, why did you think you needed mana prisms, right? Like, what was the... Did you feed him to another unit for XP? Because I don't see why a new player would even want to burn low stars, because they don't really see the... Yes? Oh, God. So you didn't even burn him for mana prisms. You were just like, oh, I need XP. This is just some whatever unit that I'll just get some other time. Because you didn't even know who Ku was, because you didn't know anything about Fate. You just saw some low star, right? Oh, God. Yep, that pretty big boo-boo there. I forgot a lot of what I've done and a lot of what isn't special enough to preserve. That's why I make videos, by the way. Lets me remember everything. A lot of the time I will get wild idea, like I want to use Oki more and try to build teams with her in mind. I deliberately try to use diverse casts, especially since I can now. Yeah, it's always fun. But yeah, seriously guys, that's a big part of why I make videos. I want to remember the game. I want to remember the good times, the crazy setups, the stupid bullshit, right? You know, I like that. By the way, I need to upload. The VOD actually is uploaded. I need to make the VOD from yesterday live and put in the title with the glitch, so I can always find that sometime, because that glitch was something. By far, the most fun I had was when I played through Agartha Chapter 1 with a team and some rules. Wait, Chapter 1? That was like totally random. Only use story supports or something in the back. If I take an action, I lose. Wait. If they take an action, I lose. So basically, you gotta just slaughter them. Only use servants and CEs I pick. Although I definitely moved units around. I remember I used David, Mash, Nightingale, and Jolter, but I don't remember anything else. So wait, you were just trying to beat the first chapter and never let the enemies ever do a single move? That's kind of odd. Here's how I beat Summer 3 challenge quest. The reason I'm showing this instead of Summer 4 is I'm kind of boring using the Super Medea and Tam. Yeah, Summer 3's challenge quest is harder anyway, so. Let's see here. Yeah, I can see why this would work. This is pretty similar to the kind of way I did it way back in the day when I first did that challenge quest. I did Summer 3 so many times. Like, VC Braun was so good there because you could fuck up the health bars and then die and then save your teammates. And then Darius is really good there. It was a fun challenge quest. I wish we could do it anytime. Alright, so Mordred's NP4, so that's your super AoE right there. God, the picture quality on this is really bad. Burgess waiting room, well, you've got a while. Okay, so Mordred's your AoE, got Attila for backup. What else do you have for farming? I mean, Suzuka's okay for farming, I suppose. Especially if Mordred goes first, and she has time to get her NP per turn. She can be okay for 3 turning. You got, you got Artoria as well. Yeah, there you go. Artoria's NP 2, I think. Oh, she's NP 3. So yeah, your farming is really good. Your single target, you've got Hokusai, Bedivere, Rama. Not that Rama's all that good, but he's something. And honestly, Liz is not bad. You got Fergus, you have like everything leveled, so you definitely don't need advice. You have like everything. Yeah, you got good options there. Let me skip ahead to casters. So you've got Scatty, you've got Merlin, but no Waver. You don't see that very often, but that's good options. That still makes farming really easy. You got really powerful options for challenge quests. Well, Merlin makes the fluffy fight in Lost Belt 6 so much easier, so if you want to just get past it, Merlin is the way to go. Alright, so Archer's got Ishtar, that's really good AoE and single target. You got Summer, Artoria, 999, but still really good. What's her NP rank? She is NP 4. Wow, I'm surprised you haven't made her 10-10-10 then, because that'll just shred things. David's second skill's been 10 since Salter Memorial. That's a good time to get it. White Flags, did you level it because of that? Because that really is a stage where it needs to be 10 specifically. That, especially like if you didn't have a powerful account back then, that was really important. But hey, pass the David test. Yes, yeah, I figured. What do we got? You got Atalante, that's good for you with your Scatty. You got Chloe and Summer Ishtar, what am I saying? Summer Artoria, so your single target's really strong. Got David, Robin, all that, Uriel, lots of backup, Arash for farming. Yeah, you got really good options here. Let's see, Super Taiga. Yeah, funny that we were just fighting her. What do we got here? I pull out Lancer Alter when I'm mad at the game. Wait, which one? Like, the 4-star one? You should grail her then if she's in P5, right? So Taiga's super maxed. I'm guessing she's 2k foed. You got that scuffed Karna though. You got scuffed Karna, scuffed Scath. Not that you really need them though, because you do have a lot of other strong stuff, but Scath would be good on this account. You don't have such strong single target Lancers that you don't need her at all. You could kind of use her. You got Parvati though for AoE. Got Ereshagal for AoE. That's really strong. You got Lee. Lee's pretty good for single target. He's also scuffed though. But for real, you actually probably should focus on your single targets a little bit. You do have a Ku there at 6-10-6, which is good enough to do most things. So that's really good. Between Ku and Taiga, you're normally fine, but it wouldn't hurt to have like one more Lancer. It's really upgraded and ready to go. Yeah, a lot of your I see that. A lot of your gold Lancers that are single target are NP1. You could level Lee though. Lee's no joke. Especially when he gets that other buff. I don't think he has it yet. But Scath's pretty good, even at NP1. Alright, you got George, got his first skill at 10. Let's see, what do we got? You got Super Mev, and she's NP2, so that's good enough to be a really good nuker. You got Quetz, NP3, wow. Well, there's your Demeter killer. Quetz can absolutely shred Demeter. So can Aussie, but if you have NP3 quests, you can just use that. You also have Vital Kentucky, you got your budget Ushi. Oh, and she's grailed. So yeah, you're really good on that. You got Medusa for farming, you got Alex for utility and buffing and all that. And he's 999. Wow, that's better than almost every Alex we've ever seen. Actually, I think that is better than every Alex we've seen in our account reviews. So that's something. And you have Martha as well, and she's 999. This account is way more prepared than most of the ones we look at, though, honestly, at least on the utility side of things. Shame you don't have Waver in terms of just power gaming, but you've got good options otherwise. And Merlin and Scatty are insane. You've got Grailed Medea. I bet you that still lets you down. Look at that, level 100, 10-10-10 Medea. It might even be 2k fold, I'm not sure, but I bet you that still does not impress you when you're trying to murder assassin bosses. However, it still helps. It is something. It's no joke when she is that strong. I bet you used that for Assassin Lee, I suspect. Okay, what do we got here for DPS cash? You also have shooting. Skills aren't upgraded, but that's kind of fine. Doesn't really matter. She is 2k foe. It's as good as it gets then. I wonder if someone's going to make her 120. What kind of NP damage you got? Oh, you got Sheba NP3. Yeah, your DPS options are fine. You got Nidocris for farming. Yeah, you're good. You've got Hohenheim at 10, 10, 10. Got an esports Medea there, I see. At esports Qingong. You got Asclepius, whatever. Decent skill ranks. Maybe get that third skill up, but those are solid skill ranks in the meantime. 666. Got some nice options there. Look at the Charlotte. I think chat probably is a fan of your Grail targets. These are a lot of... I think these go over well. But yeah, Charlotte's fun when she's Grailed, but it's not the strongest. Charlotte is 2k foe. Smurf Charlotte is coming. You're gonna make like a level 61. I like the amount of variety I have. Very fun. Stage 1 Nito is the best one. Yep, I agree. Stage 1 Nito Chris Assassin is the best one. I mean, look at that thing. It's staring into your soul. So you got a big gray there, 10, 10, 10. Most of the grays we see are 4, 4, 4. That's really good for farming, like no joke. And also Ushi. So Ushi and gray, and I guess Cleopatra too. So yeah, your farming is set. You got Kama. That's definitely worth getting to 10, 10, 10. And even at NP1, she's completely busted. So that's really worth doing. You got 100 face for backup. You got decent skill ranks there. Second skill is the most important. So you got that right. Got a big Steno there at 999. Yeah, you got really good options there. And you got Shiki. You got Matahari 999. Anyone that doesn't use stage 1 Nidochris is someone I can't trust. Yep. Coup alters from GSSR, which really sucked at the time. Friend Coup is better. Yeah, if you got a friend with a better Coup alter, then it feels bad because yours is NP1. And you're like, oh, why bother, right? And he's not really the kind of unit you buff stack, so. But you got a big MHXA. You got a super big Hercules. Damn, fucking NP5, 10, 10, 10, and Grailed. That's some good stuff. You got a maxed out Jerker. Weirdly that we don't see a lot of those. She's so easy to get to 10, 10, 10, and she's really useful and universal. It's so many of my account reviews we see 111, 444, and 666. It's really strange to me. She's just so easy to get to 10, 10, 10, and it's definitely worth it. You got Pinth. The Pinth Jerker combo is a real thing, and you got the Nobu as well. You've got Lancelot to work with your Scatty. That's good. You actually leveled up Caligula, and that's rare. You've actually leveled up a lot of budget stuff, I've noticed. You've leveled up almost all of it. I guess over time it just kind of happens. Which, you know, why not? I think a lot of people just never bother to level their budget stuff. Where I figure you're like, well, I got extra XP, might as well do it. I see you've got a Summer Musashi. Would be good for farming, but with Lancelot and Scatty, you don't really need it. But it is good for farming. But it's not that important. Alright, huge Jolter. That'll shred Zeus, no problem. MP2 even, like that's super easy. Got Amakusa for the utility stuff. Doesn't really need skill ranks. It's nice, but it's not a big deal. Got Martha for backup DPS against anything with Divinity. That's really nice. Dude, I am still surprised at how good Ruler Martha did against Fluffy. I used her on my ult account as like a cleanup DPS, and she did almost 800,000 damage with pretty minimal buffs. And she just shredded it at the end. I was like, well, okay. Like, and then she has debuff immunity for just to slow down the debuffs a little bit so she doesn't just instantly die. Because back then you had to worry about that because you could die after winning. That doesn't happen anymore, but it did when I did it. So she was surprisingly good there. She's not the best carry there, but she's good. So you have lots of extra classes. You got Foreigners, you got Moon Cancer, you got Alter Ego. Unfortunately, your Alter Egos aren't the strongest. Although Kiara is really good, but like Mechaliz isn't anything too strong, and neither is Okita Alter. Well, you got Passion Lip. Yeah, Passion Lip and Kiara are both really good. Passion Lip's nutty. Yeah, your Avenger options are good. So, how much buff from... Yeah, I guess you don't really need Lobo because you've got a Grailed Medea, which is actually worth a damn. You've got Alex and you have Martha. So yeah, you don't really need to level Lobo unless you like him. I think it's always good to level Lobo because he's a good boy. And I mean, who doesn't level the doggo? But yeah, it's not really necessary in this count. You got Mash 10, 10, 10. Looking pretty good. Martha is the best thing in my opinion. Went NP5. I'm assuming you're gonna want NP5. You can always Grail her twice then. Just give her 2 Grails, nice and budget. Get you know, level 90. So if you're ever scared of Fluffy, just level your MHXX. Your MHXX even at NP1 will be really good there. Then with your Merlin, you win. But you can probably handle Fluffy. Let's see, what's your best DPS for Fluffy? Taiga could work. I don't know if it's not like amazing, but it could work. But it'd be hard. Scath would be pretty good. Quetz would be okay. Definitely not Medea. Oh god, not Medea. Kama could work, even at NP1. You'd probably want higher than NP1. You don't actually have a gold unit that... Oh, I guess Jolter. Jolter could work. You could do Jolter and Merlin. That wouldn't be the easiest way to beat it, but that would work. Because, yeah, most of the DPS you have that are good for Fluffy are NP1, which is a little rough. But Merlin is so busted there, it's kind of ridiculous. And you have time, you might get some other units on your way. But yeah, Fluffy could be a little hard just because you don't have a DPS that super stands out. But you have options. I mean, you have plenty of units that could be serviceable there, so I think you'll be able to handle it. And you have Asclepius, so Asclepius and Merlin in MASH, and then the Story Support Castoria, that pretty much gets the job done. Alright, well, pretty cool. I look forward to... Oh, there we go. That's a solid amount of apples. I can respect that. This is typical for me. I just use apples when I'm bored or for the lottery. That's probably a lot of people. I never use all of them, though, just in case story replay is a thing that happens before I die. Dude, what I'm just worried about is when FGO is, like, finally just, like, over the hill and just, you know, I'm pretty much done with it, and then they bring out story replay. I just... they're killing me over here. It's just so absurd that they haven't added it. But yeah, white flags, you know, keep us posted because you're here in chat all the time. So when those landmark bosses come out, let me know how you murder them. All right, boys. I think that's enough of FGO for today. I think we're going to switch over to some Tales of Arise. Let me, for those that are just here for FGO, I'm going to just like do a mini raid here of Cairo. Because Cairo's just started streaming and Cairo's doing some FGO. Let's see, where is the boy? There he is. I wonder if he still has that Taiga stage. If he does, go make him do it. Alright, there's Cairo in chat. For those that don't want to watch Tales of Arise, go get him. And give me a second here, I gotta update the stream title and all that stuff. I really enjoyed messing around with Taiga there, though. That was fun. Harder than the challenge quest. Like, I'm not kidding. That's absolutely harder than the challenge quest. And for solo, it's probably much easier for a team because there's no break bars. But her damage resist is so large that the pound-to-pound values. Also, I think she has 3 actions per turn. That's so weird, dude. Like, Dino Mom only has 2 actions per turn, and that seriously nerfs her, right? Like that's a big nerf. Where Taiga had 3 actions per turn, even though she's also a berserker. Kind of strange how that works. I really do need to play the Spino account soon, though. Kind of falling behind on that. Kind of lucky the event goes on for a while then, I suppose. Alright, I am going to reset the stream so the VODs are separated, and I will be right back. And again, go hit up Cairo if you're not interested in the old Tales of Arise.